So let's go ahead and start with this one. Let's see what challenge awaits us. Enemy weapon has the ability to guard break. Well, see, all weapons have the ability to guard break. Maybe that means we just have to be extra careful about how we go about attacking. Or maybe we just do a lot of grabs. Maybe that's what they mean. Because if they can guard break, or if they're going to guard break everything, that means that our attacks are going to be kind of tricky. Oh, I still have Talum selected. That's fine. Talum is very good. I like her a lot. I do try to mix it up a lot, though.
Don't worry, Talum.
I haven't played this in, well, since Thursday of last week, so I hope I remember how to play the game and not get scared and pee my pants. Ouch. Off to a good start. Off to a very good start, yep. Man, she's just kicking the shit out of me. Go for the bunch, there it is. Okay, well, somehow we still got a knockout, despite getting my ass kicked. I feel like I spent that whole round just getting hit a bunch, and then I got a few hits, and that was enough. So, we take those. Is that the weapon has the ability to guard break? Oh, I think when they say guard break, maybe they mean, like, penetrate your blocking. Maybe that's what they meant. I thought guard break meant, like, the parry maneuver that kind of knocks you, kind of, like, stuns you temporarily. I thought that's what they meant. Stage 4, let's go and do this one next, and we'll actually go north into this little sub-section up here. Subway sandwich section. More guard... Oh, guard impact. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. Maybe it's called a guard impact. Let's select a different character, though. I like Talum a lot, but I do like to mix it up a bit. And I like to think I'm relatively confident as Talum, so maybe it's, like, good to start out with characters that I'm not so confident as. Like Necrid, or not Necrid, Astaroth, for instance. Good example. Let's see. I think we just stick with Grand Maul, right? Yeah, pretty good against impacts, but that's a short reach. Lacks offense. Guard is penetrable. Guard is penetrable. Requires energy. Yeah, let's just stick with the Grand Maul.
Versus Sophitia.
Execute, he says. This is wearing like a executioner's cowl.
Desires truth.
Excel and guard impact. That's my favorite move. That's my favorite move that Astaroth has. One of my favorite moves in the game, TBH. Okay, well, I shouldn't be going for those moves. Okay, well, so Sophitia's kicking the shit out of me. On my big spike shoulder ass. I got literally one hit, and then after that, I just kind of fell apart there. Detroit Become Human? I have not Feeling Orange. I've heard it's very good. I've heard it's very, very good, and it's definitely on my list. I kind of want to try that big fire attack at the start. This one right here. Oh, almost. Jesus. She's kicking the shit out of me. Oh, I see. She's vulnerable to guard break. Interesting. So I just got to do that then. As I was noticing, my attacks aren't doing a lot of damage, and that's why. Just got to do the guard breaks. But yeah, Detroit Become Human. I think I would really like that game. I like games like that, even though I don't play them very often. A list of all the games. Ross, that's a really good point. I thought about that too. Trying to get the guard breaks. Except she's juggling me so well. There we go. There's one. Ouch. There we go. And then we launch the shit out of her with our cool giant maul. But no, it's a really good point, Rossi. I've thought about that same thing. I've thought about that very same thing. It's something I would, of course, have to spend some time on, some time off stream, and it would be a mixture of going through something like Twitch Tracker, which does track the games you've played. I think Solinome might also do it, but I don't think Solinome's been around as quite as long. So I would use a tool like that. Maybe there's like an export tool within that website to give me a list of all the things I've played, and then just scouring my memory banks of all things I've played. And in addition to what I've played, like how I played them, like Mario 64, and then Mario 64 Randomizer, and then Mario 64 Corrupted, stuff like that. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and then Ocarina of Time Randomizer, co-op, those kinds of things. So yeah, it's something that I would like to do, because I think that would be helpful for me, and also for other viewers. I think it'd be pretty nifty. So here it goes. So Corridor of the Sky. Let's see what this one is. Defeat invisible enemies, or mostly invisible. All right, so back to the games here. Invisible enemies. And also, we'll leave the webcam goofy for another couple minutes or so. Yeah, I usually say like 5 minutes, but I don't really keep track of the actual timer. I just whenever I feel it's run its course. So invisible enemies. Still playing as Astaroth. Never very good as Astaroth, but he's enjoyable to play as. So we can only see their weapons. So mostly invisible enemies. Yo, Arctic, what's up, bud? Good to see you, bud. My webcam is completely normal, by the way. Thank you for that raid, my dude. How are you doing, Mr. Arctic? Here, before I actually let me smack Lizard Man in the face real quick. Let me do a quick shout out real quick for our boy. Our boy, in addition to Roy, that is. And Elgaso, what's up, dudes? Thank you both for being here, my friends. We're playing some Soulcalibur of the 2 variety. And I am, like I said, my webcam is very normal looking. Ouch. I want to go for a grab. So I want to grab this invisible lad. Now, I think that might have actually been Lizard Man. I think. It's always tricky when they're invisible. And how is Chestplosion? Yeah, I think I saw you tweet about it earlier. Now, what exactly is Chestplosion? Is it chess but fast? All right, I know there's a few like chess variants that do cool stuff like that. Oh my God, Cervantes just stood there and let that happen. Ouch. There's the one downside with Astaroth. He's a big, beefy boy. The big beefy lad, and it's really hard sometimes to just land a single hit. But when he hits like a freaking dump truck. Even better, Elgaso. Yeah, even more shenanigans incoming. It's Bomberman but chess. Interesting. The bombs are chess pieces. Bombs are chess pieces. Wow, that's wild. I've never heard of this before. Is this like a new thing? That sounds really cool. Different game modes. Wow. All bombs are chess. So yeah, like when you see the bombs, you mean like the explosions, like the shape the explosions take? Because that sounds like that could get real silly real fast. So it's pretty new then. That's awesome, man. And that sounds very much up your alley as a Bomberman and chess enthusiast. Normal Bomberman bomb with full power. Yeah, diagonal instead. That's right. That sounds awesome. And very mind-melting. Very, very mind-melting. So that is a appropriate reaction, I would say. Let's switch characters again. I tend to switch it up quite a bit. Let's actually switch it up to Cervantes. Yeah, we were fighting an invisible Cervantes just a little bit earlier. Wait, actually, what's Styx? The band, not the river. Weak single strikes. Nah, we'll stick with one. God. Let's see. There's a bomb on your body. Falling down means certain death. So we have to knock them on their asses. Very good.
Versus Assassin.
And McMagic, what's up, bud?
Watched over by
Hold your head as still as possible. Oh, very good, Elgaso. Actually, all right, so real quick. Let me give you a second. I do need to explain something. So we actually just had a time warp scan result. And we tried it. The problem is that I don't have the like the funny webcam stuff like this. I don't have that set up on this scene. So I don't have a way to get the time warp scan that does like the different angles and shit like that from like in like big mode which is like where it's easy to get screenshots. So if I were to do it, I would only get the oh, actually, let me think about this. Yeah, if I were to do it, I would only get the just the basic, just like the basic like small version. Like it would just be me down here, which isn't very large. So as about this, Elgaso, I owe you an IOU, because I think I know how to set it up, but it's going to take time to set it up off stream. So I'll give you an IOU for a time warp scan. I have one for you, and then one for Yoru, who redeemed one as well. For if I can get the time warp scan working along with the goofy webcam stuff. So that'll be a freebie for next time. Did she get the tongue question? She did, and she was like, she was very much like, what the fuck? Her literal reaction was, that question is a head scratcher. I'm not sure how to respond. I think when I see her on Wednesday, I'll ask her about it again, and she's gonna say something along the lines of like, Man, I don't know how to respond to these weird ass questions, man. What the hell? So I'll get you more details, Arctic. I'll inquire further, see if I can get you another round of information on what her reaction could be to that one. What was the tongue question? The question was, do you think the bottom of your tongue tastes different than the top? Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Yeah. So yeah. So Grace was like, "What the fuck, Alex? That's weird as hell." Now, interesting. I can knock him on the ground, but I can't get knocked on the ground. I think is how it works. Alright, so that was considered a dubski. So we just have to like live and also not lose a lot of health, and also get knocked down, obviously.
Let's see what you're
So
made of.
yeah, I would imagine like when I inquire further, her reaction's gonna be like, just generally speaking, what the fuck, Alex? Also, I got knocked down. I got knocked down. That is indeed instant death. I don't know if I'm gonna go in for all 3 fighters for this one, because it seems like. Oh, actually, never mind. No, it didn't give me an option at the end of the first one. You have to. You're going all in on this one.
Entrust your noble.
I ate the wrong brownies. Yeah. The problem is that she. Oh, whoops. She knows that. You know, because I asked her if she was down for it. Whoa. I asked her if she was down for it before putting it together. The ask Grace a question thing. So she generally knows that if I'm sending her a question at 12:30 a.m. on a Tuesday, it's asking if I think when 2 people kiss, they're forming a tunnel that goes from butthole to butthole. It was probably because somebody redeemed the question, and she wants to find like some kind of way to react in a way that's clever or like funny. But like sometimes there is no answer other than, dude, what the fuck, mate. I think what the fuck, mate is a very valid reaction. Not sure if you can answer it yourself. I mean, I don't want to give a TMI answer necessarily. You what, mate? Yeah, I would say her reaction being something along the lines of dude, what the shit? Like, I wouldn't blame her. I'd be like, yeah, valid. Oh, we did get knocked down, kind of. Ouch. Alright, so we barely got out of the head health-wise. We have to do one more in 15 seconds. And I don't think it's just a survive or like turtling down. I think we have to get him down to half health. Actually, I was kind of tempted to try to run him off the edge. Oh, that works. Will that do it? It will. Very good. We got a lot of money too. We like just doubled our monies. Gotta get some good weird meme videos. Look at that monies. Big money, no whammies. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to people working together to pool their channel. I guess not pool their channel points together necessarily, but working together to say like, I'm short of channel points. Can anybody spot me? You know, we've done something like that before, so I'm not at all opposed to it. Surpass Metal Gear. Interesting. That's more of a philosophical question, Ogaso. That's right, that was Zelda. Zelda, one of my favorite characters from the original Smash Brothers. So let's go ahead and do this one as well. But then we also have the Northern Algol quest, which was not available previously. So that's a new one. Exclusive Palace. We'll do one more with Cervantes. And then I think we'll do one more with Cervantes, and then after this round, I'll reduce the webcam stuff back to normal. Hey, what's up, Jim? Good to see you, bud. I'm currently in mirrored Smurf mode. Enemy has excellent speed, and they're partly invisible. Gotta go fast. There's no clear consensus. Yeah, I believe it. I too would not be like quite sure how to react. Oh, it's this guy again. Yeah. The problem is that like, in addition to being like hard to see, well, I mean not hard to see, but like small, is that his hitbox is also very hard to see, and I think you can't grab him either. Wow, that launched the shit out of him. So a lot of my moves just go right past him, or right over him rather. Goes out because it's away from you, but it, yeah, but like, yeah, it's like if it's you as an entity, then it is coming out of you. Yeah, exactly. That's a very valid question, which there is no clear consensus, I would say. It's philosophical questions that nobody ever expects. Okay, now I can shift my weight back to the middle of the webcam. Or does it travel out of you? That's right. Does it travel? Does it, yeah, what other words or phrases to describe it? Our grammar? I bet they dissected it to a pretty good degree. I bet you got a pretty good variety of responses. And I keep going for grabs. You'd think I would know better. He's so fast. He's just called the evil one. Oh my god. This evil legs. Every day is leg day. This Reddit tier shit. Yeah, exactly. More so philosophical than purely grammatical. Yeah, I would say you're not wrong, actually. They are fundamentally related. They are.
Not so fast.
I keep wanting to answer with kicks as well, because kicks are so fast. Man, this guy just destroys me. The fact that maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can grab them, but the hitbox just doesn't exist for the top half. So let's go ahead and switch it to a different character. Let's go with Zhanghua, and let's see if I have any cool weapons for her. That's correct. Yeah. How grammar and language shapes our culture and our ideas. It's all interrelated. Prize energy. We don't want that one. Short reach. Short reach actually could be an issue. I might go for this one, maybe. Collects offense, defense. Filter covers. Vulnerable to impact. That actually might not be bad because there's not going to be a lot of impact hits, I think, with just kicks only. So this actually might be a good weapon to use. Well, it's a good question, Jim. I actually sent it to Adam, and oddly enough, I haven't heard back from him yet. Which is kind of surprising. Usually he's pretty good about getting back to me. I might hit him up again. He might just be busy. I'll hit him up again because I sent that to him the following morning. Because it was like kind of late. So I've sent him that following morning and I haven't heard back from him since. So yeah, I'll make sure to get back to him again. Jim, it's a really good point because for you and for there's another gentleman that messaged me a couple days ago on Discord. I can't remember his screen name on Twitch. He has a different screen name on Twitch. But yeah, I've got two people, yourself and one other, that want to be added to the list. We can get you all sorted out. Blue Storm. Let's do for this one. Extra mission. Because yeah, I definitely want to get you and this other individual added to the list of peeps.
The fighter.
List of peeps for future games. Future gamey games.
Fight.
My god, the kicks are also like surprisingly strong. Oh my god, this person's so good. How could legs be so strong and so fast? I think part of the challenge here is, I think, is to keep my distance, because legs or like melee or like kick attacks are typically more short range and that kind of thing. So maybe I should switch to somebody who's more long range. Zhanghua is great, but yeah, she's kind of a short range fighter, even with a weapon like this. Like the way he's like spinning circles around me. If once you get in close range with this person or this legular entity, you're kind of in their dojo. You almost like want to stay outside of their range. That way they have to come to you. Yeah, I'll be sure to get it to you, Jim. I got you on Discord as well as the other individuals. So yeah, I got you, BB.
Fight.
Oh god, I wasn't sure what that move was, and I panicked. Oh my god. Yeah, I think I need to switch to a long-range fighter.
Huh? What?
Is it the subject or the object? Yeah, that's a very good question too. If is it the entity from which they're coming from, or is the yeah, what's the subject of the sentence? Because if it's the person or the substance, if the person is the subject versus the substance coming out of them, then yeah, that does perhaps influence things. Oh, you found a link to it, Augusto? Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, I'm actually kind of curious. Here, if I switch my monitor back over, whoops, wrong button. Switch my monitor over so I can see Discord. Thank you for looking that up, Augusto. Diving through your browser history. Ooh, that can be a scary place in my experience. Yeah, I would say if you could send that to me, or send it to Jim, either one. But if you get it to me as well, that way I can get that to the other individual who reached out to me. It would have been Rye Guy. That's the individual's name. Oh, okay. Yeah, because that's the other thing. I was looking to see if we could do the version history thing, because I can't see the version history since I'm not the owner of the document, but Adam should be able to. So yeah, so that's partly why I'm hoping that that Adam saw my message and will be able to address it. Because I looked it up with Google Docs, there should be a version history, and you can like revert back to a previous version of it without too much trouble. So yeah, that should resolve it. But yeah, that's like I need to make sure I get him first. Get him to take a look-see.
To arrange their battle.
Hoop is clearly the subject. It is.
Here I come!
If it's weird, I mean, I like weird shit. And Watch the Worm was wonderful. We actually, I can't remember what the context was, but something reminded me of that video while Grace was over at my place over the weekend, and we rewatched it, and we were both like, yep, that still is a wonderful video in all of its weirdness. Jesus, still kicking the shit out of me. Time to sin.
Huh? What?
My poop is coming. That's right, Arctic. Yeah, it's something we can all relate to in some way or another. The toilet door, with just the door open, it's like, dude, some privacy goes a long way, man. My poop is coming. Yeah, even better if you have company over, or if it's a public restroom. If it's a public restroom, even better. Oh, we just yeeted him. Eat him off the edge. Fuck you. Oh, he's learning. Jesus, he's so strong. He's so damn strong. Try this one more time. I feel like we're getting closer. Hallucinatory sleep paralysis. I remember you told me that, yeah, that you've had that like maybe once before, and at the time you weren't sure what it was, and that it was understandably very not good, very an unpleasant experience. Oh, I don't know. She has a big move. Yeah, okay, I changed my mind. I'm gonna switch characters. I do like playing as Zhanghua, but this is not a character for a challenge like this. It is pretty fun. I'm enjoying it because of like the novelty of this challenge. I would like to see more of this kind of challenge, honestly. In fact, give me a challenge that's the opposite, where it's just a torso with a weapon, and they can only use horizontal and vertical, like sword or weapon attacks, and then punches, and that's all they can do. So no kicks. I guess they would have to be able to move in some way, obviously. So they could just like float, like bounce around. Let's hit him with some Voldo. Well, actually, no, Voldo's not very long range. Let's go with Keelik. Keelik? As somebody who is much more capable with long range. Long reach, and yeah, I think that's good. I think that's gonna be the one to go for. Or just crawling around the ground. I like that too, actually. Yeah, maybe not floating, powered by magic, but yeah, just like flopping around the ground. I mean, Voldo, 90% of his moveset is being a torso flopping around the ground with swords, or blades at least, so that wouldn't be inappropriate.
Take this.
We're doing fairly well right now.
Take this.
What was that about me want to stay like in the distance? And the tricky thing is that he's doing a very good job of closing said distance, so I need to be doing a better job of drifting apart from him. Keep him out, stay out of his dojo so I can force him to come into mine.
Now,
Enter my dojo, I will say to him. I forgot about that move. There we go. Oh. Oh, the knockback. Oh my god.
knockout.
Got his ass. Sometimes like certain moves just knock the shit out of him. There's that one move with Zhanghua that like also just launched his ass. So I think what you're maybe expected to do is do a ring out if you can get the right angle and just get the mega launch on his ass. It's a really tough one, man. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Augusto. I was like, if nothing else, my back pocket has Nightmare. If I'm just completely out of options, but that's like a desperation move because Nightmare is the big. He's like the easy button, honestly. And now, yeah, we have a new challenge. This because this path was not available previously, but now it is. Turn the cursed sword over to us, some female warriors that are after Soul Edge. We're not interested in fulfilling their request. That's right. We called them sis, apparently. They too had no intention of backing down. We briefly considered fleeing. But it'll be fine. We're not going to embarrass ourselves or anything.
Versus Cassandra.
Move!
The fighters face a gruesome quest to search for the ultimate sword.
The drinking bird toy ride, yeah. Like in the arm. Oh, interesting. Yeah, the pain from the swelling. Yeah. Interesting. It's interesting what our brains do sometimes like that, where, yeah, it's like trying to find some reason for some other external force, whether it be pain or like a change in temperature, like if you're cold in real life. It's weird how that works out sometimes. Yep, okay then. Now, will I get any health back from that Dubsky? Probably not. We have to fight Sophia as well. Yeah, I can't think of any obvious examples off the top of my head, Arctic, but I can think of some similar instances where, yeah, like I was having some kind of dream that was based on some kind of like, yeah, real life sensation, whether it be pain or coldness or temperature or something, or a noise that I'm hearing in the background. And then I wake up and I realize, oh, it's like an actual noise that's happening that I can actually hear with my ears. You could feel the thing hitting your arm. Yeah, that it would be disturbing for sure. No doubt about it. That would fuck me up too.
Battle 1. Fight.
Off to a good start. Love that move. Oh, usually, well, that's the thing. Usually I'm able to at least take out the first person relatively easily. Dream journals can be nifty. They can be. That's right. I have a couple friends that do dream journals. They seem to really like it. Yeah, every detail that you can. Yeah. Because that's the thing. Sometimes you'll remember it. Well, at least for me, I'll remember a dream for like a few minutes and then it's fleeting after I've woken up and I've like started my day.
Battle 1. Fight.
Come here, take that!
Oh my god, lady, please! Lady, please, long-term memory. Yeah, it can really be helpful, for sure. Yeah, before, like, you do anything, like, write whatever you can down, because, like, you will forget it if you just think, oh, surely I'm gonna remember this so I can tell somebody about it. Yeah, it's like by the time you've, like, gotten up and started your day, it's like, yeah, certain things have already fled.
In trust.
Too dumb in the morning, yeah. Partly, it's just, I think for a lot of people, myself included, it's just like getting into the habit is the challenge. Well, the very first time I did fairly well against Cassandra. Now I can't do nothing about her. Or against her, rather. I just know she's getting health back, too. Ouch. Stab me in the back like that. That's not nice. Oh, she stepped on me! Usually you have to pay extra to get stepped on like that. Might switch characters at some point. I mean, Keelik's a fairly fast fighter. It seems like this is a challenge where being fast and frequent is a way to try to outpace their healing. I don't know if they both have healing weapons, but Cassandra definitely does. Whoa! Ah, I went for it. I shouldn't have gone for it. I should have just played it safe. Tried a few more times with Keelik, but like I always feel like I enjoy playing as Keelik, but I don't know if I'm really all that good at him. All that I know about Keelik is I know a bunch of his moves, but I don't always know like how to when's the right time to use them. Like knowing them versus like being able to conjure them at the right moment are two very different emotions, or two different sensations rather.
Sorry, but I need you to stay down.
You tell him, Keelik.
Final battle. Fight.
Ouch.
This is it.
I got you.
Sorry.
Crap. Oh, I thought I could block that one. Ah, shit. Part of it is that, like, I don't know if a way to get up that is like not, what am I trying to say? A way to, like, after I get knocked down, how can I stand back up in a way that does not leave me vulnerable? Because half the time I'm getting comboed, I try to get back up either from rolling or from like barrel rolling or something like that, and I'm getting smacked around as I'm standing back up, even if I hold the guard button. And I think there's a way to do it. Ouch. I just don't know what the strat is. I see the AI do it sometimes, so I think there is a way to do it. I think I just gotta get good. Also, it's a quick dubskip. We got a lot of help this time. It's a pretty darn good start, I would say.
Show me the way.
You're always dreaming in REM? Yeah, I don't know if it's true for everybody, honestly.
Here we go.
Final battle. Fight.
This is it.
Bong. I do like that one a lot. Ouch. God.
Sorry.
Get out of there. There we go. There's the dubski. If we get the ring out, that definitely counts. I was thinking the whole time, I was like, if I can just get the right angle on this, this will probably work out. Bit of a cheap dubski, but we'll take those. A cheap dubski is a dubski no less. Extra time attack. Look at all that extra time. That's the dunk tank. That's right. Green dunk tank. The green dunk tank water. Now, what's the extra challenge? Just defeat all the enemies. Let's go back to Zhanghua. And weapon select. Let's go back to the previous one with short reach. Because this is a fighter that typically does fairly well, I think, at least. In close quarter combat anyway. So that's okay. Hello, Tempest. Good to see you, bud. So this is going to be the same challenge, but with something else. Oh, never mind. Looks like it's just the same. Or with just... Oh, they have Soul Edge in this challenge. So they have stronger weapons now. Oh, am I dead? Ouch, that was a lot of damage. God damn. Yeah, they do a lot more damage this time. Yo, what's up, Tempest? Thank you for that cheer, my friend. Thank you very much. I do see we're dropping some frames. I hope the stream doesn't dip too bad quality-wise. We're playing some Soulcalibur 2, some old school stuff. But thank you very much, Tempest, for that cheer. That's very sweet of you, my friend. That is good to see you, bud. Think you would best me? You probably would, Tempest. You can probably tell I'm not that good at this game. I'm not really good at fighting games in general. In fact, this is a rare instance of me playing a fighting game on stream. Usually Smash Brothers is like about as deep I go when it comes to fighting games. So this is like a rare change in form from what I usually do, obviously. And the only difference really is that this is a game I played not really a whole lot back in the day, but I did enjoy this game back in the day. I'm playing on the GameCube, of course, and like a lot of us, I bought this game because it had Link in it. And it is a good game. It's just I'm not really a dude that excels at fighting games, nor do I have the discipline to like stick with the character and get good with the character and like, you know, really learn their ins and outs. I'm more about just I kind of like bounce around a lot. In fact, with this challenge in particular, we've used 3 different characters. Well, we used 3 different characters with the original version of this challenge. This is the extra hard mode version. And even though I am getting my ass kicked slightly, in fact, I might have to change characters once again, because I like Zhanghua, but I can't seem to get a good rhythm going with this challenge. We can't even get past the first fighter. There's 2 fighters we have to take out on this one, so I'll have to get extra good. It's good to see you though, Tempest. Hope you're doing well, buddy. And indeed, when it comes to extra life, we got stuff coming up pretty soon in the first Saturday of November. November 6th, we'll have the Extra Life Marathon for this year. I'm very excited. It's pretty good damage. Ouch. So she stepped on my foot. Ouch. Now, the tricky thing, of course, is that I think we have to take them both out in a single health bar. So even if I were to win that fight, we'd have to fight Sophitia with that little health as well. Probably would not do very well for us, honestly. Oh, there is a cabinet, really, Tempest. I was actually wondering that the other day, because I've never seen a Soulcalibur cabinet ever, with Soulcalibur 2 or otherwise. But I would imagine, yeah, a cabinet for this game would work pretty well, actually. Took everyone out except one dude who actually wins the tournaments, yeah. Who's your go-to character, Tempest? There's no incorrect answer, of course. Ouch. I am not a Zhanghua main, but like I said, I do enjoy her, even if I'm not very good as her. Cassandra's just knocking the shit out of my butthole right now. Ouch. Jesus, yeah. I should just switch characters. I'm embarrassing myself. More so than usual. Yeah, well, who's your main and why is it Valdo? I could try Valdo, but with a challenge like this, I feel like I have to stick with characters I'm somewhat competent with, because this is a really tough challenge. Like Mitsurugi, I would not do good as. I might have to bust out Nightmare, honestly. Let's try with Talim. I like to think I'm okay as Talim. I don't know if it's correct, but I like to think these things. Yeah, I would say Nightmare is my go-to. Keelik is good, yeah. Keelik is good. Nightmare is always fun, yeah.
Here I come.
Fate conspired to arrange their
Yeah, Keelik is fun. Nightmare is always a good time. Hard to master, that's right, yeah. Yeah, I enjoy Talim. I knew a lot more about Talim back in the day. Back when I played this game much more regularly. AKA when it first came out. So I've since forgotten like all of her really cool moves. But there's a few that I do remember. Always like this one right here where you like smack and then like downwards. Like that's always really, really satisfying. So that's one character down with a... Oh, they even give us health back. That's kind of nice. So yeah, Talim is always a character that's fun to play as, but yeah, I forgot all like the really fun moves. Ouch. Oh, that's one of her combos. I think that's like a setup for one of her combos. I can't remember exactly what it entails. Oh, that was cool. Whoa, that was cool too. Holy shit. That was awesome. That was very well choreographed. That looks so cool. I wish I could say that was intentional, but man, it looked awesome. Ouch. I went for the wrong... I pressed the wrong move. I should have gone for that. I should have gone for a grab. That looks so cool, though. The way that we were, like, flipping around each other. I wish I could tell... I wish I could say that was intentional, but it looked so awesome.
Versus Cassandra.
You want more?
The almighty ones have granted you
Sidewalk in vertical is a great move. Sidewalk in vertical. That is a good move. I bet there's like other follow-ups to that move that I'm not aware of, isn't there? I like sidewalk and kick. That little like spinny kick. This one right there. That's a... Oh, not the move where she jumps on my head. That move right there is a fun move. Yeah, wasn't that cool, that little flippy thing? It wasn't even all me, like, Cassandra also did, like, a fun thing. There we go. So I like that, yeah, we were both, like, doing some fun, cool moves around each other.
I respect that.
Alright, so we're not quite as good health-wise this time, but I think... And we're at least having, like, an easier time this time than we were doing earlier.
Fight.
Uh-oh, that's not good. I'm trying to remember what's that charge-up move that I like. Not the thunder thighs! Oh! Or actually, it's not really the thighs, it's more just the straight-up booty. It's like your nose is going up into the groin at that point. I mean, that's... I mean, if you have to go, if you have to pick one way to die, I mean, that's... There are worse ways, I suppose.
Versus Cassandra.
Are you okay?
A hero.
This wasn't getting anywhere, yeah.
One. Fight.
Ouch. I, like, ran into her foot. Ouch, I ran into her shield.
Wind. Watch out.
Oh my god.
Strike. Watch out.
Ouch. Okay, well, Cassandra and I had some good battles. Now she's just stomping the dick out of my ass right now, so I gotta get good. Lucid dreaming? Yeah. Yeah, I understand it's like one big reason that a lot of people get into sleep journals.
Cassandra.
You want more?
But yeah, I understand that, yeah, it's not quite as, like, universal, unfortunately.
One. Fight.
People are weird. Brains are weird. That's why I try to use mine as little as possible. I like that spin. I missed. I didn't mean to miss. There we go. Try to gain.
This way.
This way. Ouch. Yeah, there's some kind of setup that for a combo. I think it's like that knock upwards move, and then some kicks, and then something else. There's like a combo that I remember that she does where she does that bouncing kick a few times, but then there's something else that happens. But I'm feeling this probably isn't the right opportunity, or right environment rather, to try it. Oh, that's a cool, like, stand-up move. I didn't realize she had that. Ouch. Ah! Why? Actually, is there another weapon I should maybe consider? Because this one's, like, pretty darn good, honestly. I think, at least. Not always guaranteed. Yeah, exactly. Next offense. Yeah, this is the go-to one. As far as energy, yeah, we don't want that one. Yeah, we'll stick with the current one. We got pretty close at one time.
Versus Cassandra.
The less you use your brain, the better you feel. Yeah.
Fate battle one.
It takes so much energy, man. Who's got that kind of time on their on their hands? Ouch.
Come on.
I think you can actually use that move to knock them off the edge. You can still, I'm still trying to figure out the setup for that one cool combo that I can sort of remember. Sort of being the operative term. Oh, I thought I was out of range. Jesus. Man, I did a couple of I've had a few instances of doing very well against Cassandra as like a decent setup for Sophitia, and now I just can't even get past Cassandra. Old Cassie spanking me good.
Versus Cassandra.
I keep trying, like, let's try this input, let's try this one just to see. Oh, here we go. I'm thinking, like, there maybe are some other moves that I've forgotten about. And that was one. That one I just found out just now. Just the little charge up move. Except I can't remember it already. Oh, almost. Yeah, crap, that's not what I wanted. Oh, crap! I was hoping I'd be able to time it for as she was getting up, I could just smack her back down again. Improve short and long-term memory. That's what I've heard as well. But again, I understand it's like not
Cassandra.
as universal necessarily for literally everybody. But I've heard that it can be pretty helpful though, just in general sense. Ouch. And she's so aggressive. Why are you so mad at me, Cassandra? What the hell did I do to you? All I'm doing is trying to hurt you and your mentor, sister. I'm not sure what like Sophia is necessarily. God, just kick the shit out of me, man. Oh lord. Although part of it is that in this version of the challenge, they have much stronger weapons, because Soul Edge is usually a very strong weapon that has like other crazy cool bonuses. So I'll use that as my excuse. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. They're sisters? I think so. There's some kind of like familial link there. Ouch. That's the move I was trying to remember last time. Ouch. Jesus. Like, she's busting out moves I've never even seen Cassandra do before. Like, I don't know, she had these cool moves. Oh, I want to smack her off the edge. She's gonna kill me now. Oh, maybe not. Okay, now I'm dead. That punch would have smacked her off the edge, I think. I think that would have done it. Older sister? Okay. Keep a dream journal and it does help. That's good. That's very good. Guess I could switch characters again. I feel like we can do this. Oh, she knew. She knew I could just like I could just stand here. Oh, one of these days I'm gonna get a hit with that move, and it's gonna be awesome. Oh, that was almost it. This might knock her off the edge. It did. I'll join her. This one's for all the marbles.
Final battle. Fight.
And cool charge attack. Oh, that's not it. Okay, never mind. I'll just do a couple basic moves then. Trying to remember what the input is for that cool move. Okay, I keep trying to do it and it's fucking me up, so I guess I'll just stop trying to do this thing. Shit. Damn it. I fucked around too much trying to remember the charge up move. I thought I had the input, but I clearly messed it up a couple times. I thought it was half. What was it? What did I think it was? Clockwise, like starting from the bottom, clockwise rotation of the control stick followed by vertical. Like a half circle, I think. But I tried it like 3 times. Yeah, it's not doing it. Like, I've never even seen that move before. Like, what is that move? Jesus. Oh, that was cool. The way we like glanced off each other. Yeah, that round wasn't even close. I think I'm unlearning how to play the game the more I play this. My mental capacity is quickly diminishing. I might have to switch again to another character. Yeah, quarter circle was the word was the phrase I was trying to think of. Quarter circle, starting from the bottom, like clockwise, as a vertical maneuver. See, there it is, yeah. Of course, it is a very strong maneuver, but it's also very easy to just get around. But you can't block it though, which is nifty. Ah, crap! I didn't want to grab again. That was my bad. I think that's a setup for a combo. Crap. Is that what it's called? Quarter. When you start from the bottom and go clockwise for like 1/4 of a circle, it's called quarter circle back. And I think quarter circle back, I think starting from the back, like facing away from the opponent. Yeah, if it was an icon, it would be like down, then.
Battle 1. Fight.
Yeah, now I can't do it. Yeah. Oh, now I'm getting stabbed in the back. Well, that's a cool little mix-up there. Whoa. Oh, that would have done it too. Shit. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. We were so close. She was at a pixel of health, man.
Why?
Why? The magic pixel, keeping her alive. We were doing so good there for a second there. Literally for a second.
Cassandra.
Are you okay?
Fate.
Win.
Battle 1. Fight.
Hit.
God damn it. Unfortunately, the AI knows so well, like, all of my moves. Because, like, the AI knows I can just sit still. I don't have to, like, get close. I can just, like, chill.
Watch out. Yeah, come on.
See you later. There's, I think I'm starting to remember this one combo setup. It's like back, horizontal slice. She does that little like punch combo, and there's like I think a kick and something else you're supposed to do. Something like that. There's something else you can do with that. There's some other mix-up, but that like bundle of hits you can do with that is really cool. But that's about all I can remember.
Sorry.
We were just kind of pirouetting around each other. Ooh, there we go.
Sorry. Now.
Should that do it? Oof, man, that was a tough-ass challenge. Good lord. So it's like the more I play Talon, I start to like kind of remember some little blips and details about the character, but still so much I just can't remember. When you don't play a game, especially a fighting game, for like 15 years, it's a lot of opportunity to just forget shit. And now up to Castor, which we've done nothing of before. We did it. We all did it together. Let's actually do the rest of Albaron first. We'll want to go north for that little bonus area as well. So we'll do this one next. Let's switch it up. Let's try Voldo for a bit. Because Voldo I am horrible as, and I know very few of his moves, but he is fun to play around with, even though it often ends in disaster. Also, do I have any new things to buy? Nope, but although I have a lot of money to set on, I guess I'll go ahead and buy both of these things. Maybe if I buy both of these things, it'll unlock more things to buy for other stuffs. New costume for Ivy. Nope, looks like the same shop, alright. Just sitting on a giant pile of money with nothing to do with it. Let's check the weapons first. Because there's a bunch of weapons I don't yet own for Mr. Voldo Man. Easy to lose balance. I like the drills. Defense decreases. Vulnerable to impact. I still don't really know what vulnerable to impact and easy to lose balance means. I guess easy to lose balance means that like blocking can randomly like jostle you, maybe, like making you temporarily lose your guard as your character is staggered. I'm guessing what that means. And I'm guessing vulnerable to impact means that like you can get knocked farther by attacks that knock you off your feet, but I really don't know for sure. That could obviously be a problem for ring outs and such. Lacks offense. I'm also surprised that there are weapons where it says good single strikes but lacks offense. I'm guessing that means single strikes are good, like individual hits, but combos are worse or something. Also, its name is Shaman Blame. That is also the name. I don't like those stats though. Good defense but bad offense. I don't know. If I was like a really good Voldo fighter, that could be nice because you could just turtle up and like wait for them to expose themselves and then shame and blame them. I don't know if I have that kind of discipline. Yeah, lacks offense, long reach, and strong against impact. Let's do the... Is it the heavy? Yeah, these things. Also, they just look cool. Crouch or jump to avoid the effects of the frequent earthquakes. Interesting. And the enemy health recovers over time. Crouch or jump to avoid effects of earthquakes. Interesting.
Versus Taki. Fate conspired to arrange their battle.
I don't remember this at all.
Final battle. Fight. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, I see it now, yeah. It's a little bit of damage.
3, 2, 1.
It's actually kind of nice because if we dodge it... Okay, you can't just... Yeah, I can't just shield it.
3, 2,
It's nice that they... Oh, there we go. It's nice that they count it down so we know what's coming.
3, 2, 1.
No escape.
Ouch.
Knockout.
Not too bad. That challenge actually isn't too bad because it knocks you both around. If it only knocked us, then it would be a problem. But if it's just her, or if it's the two of us, or I said it backwards. If it was only me, then it'd be a problem. But the fact that it was both of us was not too bad actually. He's so weird. I mean, there's several characters that are strange, but he is the strangest by far. And I don't know. I mean, I don't really play. Like I said, I don't really play fighting games, and I never really played him much back in the day. But his moveset, from what I can tell, is just really weird and clunky and just hard to learn. But it seems like once you get good at him, you can do some wild shit, because I see the AI pull out all kinds of crazy moves all the damn time as Valdo. So he seems like a character that not a lot of people know, and their unfamiliarity with him can very much be a boon to success, because it means you can pull out the stops that the other person is not expecting at all. So it's like a good Valdo person can do some wild shit, but God, he's so hard to learn though. This one's a dungeon. I don't know if I want to do a whole dungeon as Valdo. Do some Yoshimitsu. Try Necrid. It's always Raphael. Let's do Cassandra. I always like Cassandra. A spider codpiece emote. When you say spider codpiece, do you mean like is there a costume in one of the games that where he has a spider as the codpiece? Or do you mean like his little like crab walk animation where he's like the codpiece is prominently displayed? Because I can think of a few animations of his where it's like a crab walk kind of sorta. It's a spider codpiece in one of the games. It makes me wonder if I should play the other Soulcalibur games, but I feel like I would be nostalgic for this one alone, and this one alone. But I understand the other ones are still very well regarded, so I think I would still enjoy it, but I'm probably kind of biased to this one. Oh, that one looks really cool. Weak single strikes. Yes, Spine Blade is my go-to. Got a picture? Let me switch my monitor real quick so I can see that. Oh, I think I might have seen this. In fact, maybe you showed it to me before, Arctic, because that is familiar. Kind of. It's like an actual just spider head just mounted to his dick. Very good. He's so fuzzy. Like, the rest of his outfit is so fuzzy. It almost kind of looks like the villain from Final Fantasy VI. Kefka, I think? That color palette and like the fuzziness. Not so much the spider dick, but everything else reminds me a little bit of Kefka. From FF6. Kind of a random reference, but it's just what comes to mind. But yeah. It would be cool to get that costume or costumes like it in the other the other games. Requires energy to wield, vulnerable to impact. Oh, but recovers health. That can be really nice, actually. That actually might be the one to go for. Although we can switch weapons on the fly. We can't switch characters on the fly, is the thing. With dungeons. Okay, we'll just stick with the current one. The Underground Juno. Oh, is this the one where you have to go fast? Let me exit real quick. Check the description. It doesn't say. It doesn't say anything about going fast. It just says Booby Trap Dungeon. Was the one about the time limit. Fucked us over real bad.
Fate conspired
A couple streams ago.
I'm going all out.
Final battle. Fight.
Ouch. Oh, the knockback. Oh my god. Jesus, the knockback. Holy shit.
It's over.
This knockback is insane. Oh my god. Knockback and explosions abound. we've seen a few other challenges earlier where, yeah, the knockback was like crazy magnified. Like crazy multiplication
The almighty ones have granted you a
factors
sword
for knockback and
You're
things.
definitely not my type.
Final battle. Fight.
Winning is all that matters.
Skid and uppercut. Skid and uppercut. Is that a is it like a certain input for that one, Jim? Or Cassandra, I'm guessing.
Fate conspired.
I'm going all out.
Final
When I hear the
battle.
term skid, I think of skid marks on in whitey tighties. But I don't know if that would be a good strat for this game, unfortunately. I went for a grab. I shouldn't have. Oh my god, she's kicking the shit out of me. That's gonna kill me. Ugh, stabbed. Stabberino.
This must be some kind of mistake.
Womp. Also, I should maybe be paying attention to the timer to make sure it isn't counting down aggressively, but I don't think it is.
Final battle.
Oh, it is. It is counting down aggressively, so we still gotta go fast. So I'll just go for a quick win like that one then, I guess. Yeah, it is that dungeon. The really aggressive timer dungeon. So we have 219. That means 219 for the entirety of the dungeon. Gotta go real fast all the way through.
The almighty ones have granted you a sword.
I'm going all out.
Final battle. Fight.
Ouch. All right then. See you later. Let me just get yeeted.
This must
Just
be
get
some kind of
completely launched. My god. That's one of my favorite nightmare moves as well. The diagonal downward sweeping sword attack. The one that just launches you, even under normal circumstances, launches you very far.
Final battle. Fight.
Now Nightmare looks a little bit different. I can't put my finger on it, but something about him looks a little bit different than usual. Oh! Falcon Punch! Just smacked the shit right out of her ass. Man, that was awesome. I can do that more often. That was really satisfying. I guess that's gonna make this dungeon a lot easier to deal with now that the knockback is like extra big.
I'm going all out.
Final battle.
Let's try that again.
Fight.
Yeah. Wanna do it again? Get fucked. Ouch, not me. I don't want to get fucked. Oh, I didn't do it that time. It's just normal knockbacks. That's boring. Stab in the ankle. There we go.
Over already. Oh well.
I have a feeling that maybe it's different per configuration. It's not always big knockback. But man, that last round with the Falcon Punch, that was so satisfying.
Fate conspired.
Sophitia.
Final battle. Fight.
Oh, I went for the grab. I probably should have just gone in for another attack. Whoa! All these explosions! It's like every episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Something hits the ground and it instantly blows up. Oh my god. I couldn't stand back up, man. I was just rolling around the whole time.
This must be some kind of mistake.
Maybe there's another button I should try that just instantly stands up. Because I always assume that there isn't one, but maybe there is and I should just try it more often. Like, if I could have just stood up sooner, I would have made myself...
Battle. Fight.
Would have made my life so much easier. Ouch. Damn. Ouch. Well, I think both of those times it would have worked. I think the block button does what I want it to do. The problem though is that all of those last three attacks were targeting the lower half of the torso, lower half of the body, so you have to be guarding downwards for that to count. And I was guarding upwards, so it didn't count. Yeah, anything that touches the ground in Aqua Teen Hunger Force would always explode for no reason. Sometimes it was the delayed explosion, but they were definitely there.
Fight.
And that was definitely strange. Good knockback. Oh, that was actually really satisfying to pull off too.
Winning is all that matters.
So sometimes the Falcon Punch just knocks the shit out of them, or maybe it's character specific. Certain moves having crazy huge knockback, or maybe certain characters being more susceptible to it, but man, it's so fun landing it. And then getting a nice landing at the end there. Nice follow-up move. So they wouldn't have to animate the object anymore?
Going all out.
That makes sense. Sorry, I keep hiccuping.
Don't worry, Talum.
That makes sense, because yeah, I know that part of that show's charm was the limited animation budget, for better or for worse. So that does check out. Ouch. Oh my god. Crap, I already forgot what the button is, the big punch button that I love so much.
This must be some kind of
I thought it was just vertical down and or holding either downwards or upwards and vertical attack, but that's clearly not it.
Final battle. Fight.
What is it? Okay. Oh no! I yeeted myself out. I mean, we were both going out, but I unfortunately hit the ground first, or was lower towards the ground first. When I went off the ground, went off the ring, out of the ring rather. I was the one closer to the water.
Watch. Final battle. Fight.
Watch out!
Yeah, sometimes it's like setting up for the stab maneuver. Oh, that's why you have to hold. You have to be moving. Oh, I get it now. Damn it. Oh shit. Okay, now I get it. So the problem is if you enter it like a Smash Bros input, like trying to do a smash move in Smash Bros, where it's the direction and the button at the same time, it's a different input versus moving that direction and hitting the button. Those are two different types of inputs now. Or not now, it's always been that way. But I'm remembering now. I'm remembering these things. Oh, she went for it too. She was about to go for it. Then she changed her mind. Another big knockback move. What the hell?
Lesson for today.
Mighty Girl Punch needed. That's correct. I can imagine the advertisement on Craigslist now. It's just in my mind. Seeing such a listing.
Battle. Fight.
Here we go. Big punch. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna get big punched. That's the move I want to figure out how to do, but I don't know how to do it for Cervantes. I know how to do like the first half of it, but the second half where he grabs you, I've tried everything and I just cannot figure it out. Ouch. Like the dive ahead and the turnaround, and you catch it with something, but I don't know what it is. I would have to like either try the training mode and just like lab it, because I can't figure it out organically. Fucking dive 20. That's correct. Yeah. The strat is to yeet yourself into the water intentionally after the AI has been knocked out entirely as well. So she blocked that one.
It's over.
Actually, what was that move I was about to do? I was about to do some other move, and I was curious what that was going to be. No chance. Had to go for the kills.
Sophitia.
And apparently, I mean, I might as well just go all the way through. Clearly, the path to lead is going to be this middle spot here. The path that will lead us to victory.
The almighty.
I'm going.
Final battle. Fight.
It wouldn't have been a great finisher. It's a pretty quick battle, actually. Good speed run.
Overall ready? Oh well.
Yeah, so that middle one's definitely going to be the guy. I don't know if you get anything special for knocking out all of the squares on a dungeon, but I might as well.
Fate conspired. Final battle.
Ugh.
Fight.
Ouch. What move am I trying to do? She's like turning around. Oh, crap. Hold on, Yongsan. I'm trying to lab a new move here. Okay, it's that move. Oh, knockback. Oh, God. God damn. Oh, I was going for the big one, the big punch. Now that I know it's one of these levels, one of these challenges with this kind of configuration, that I know I can go for the big punches. I'm not saying it's going to succeed, but I can try it.
Final battle. Fight.
Ouch. Dude, give me some... Oh, I keep going for grabs. There we go.
It's over.
Dang it, I want to go for the big punch. I like it so much, but it takes a lot of charge up, obviously.
It's over.
Yeah, pretty disappointing. I was hoping for the big punch. Didn't get a chance for it, though.
Matters.
Yongsan is a very fast lad, and he's like so... The AI sometimes, at least, is so aggressive and so, like, on you the whole time. It's hard to, like, get any space. Never any instances where they back up to, like, charge up something. It's always like, nope, they just get in your zone and they stay there.
Final battle.
Speaking of characters that can be annoying to fight and get in your zone and stay there, there's freaking Maxie, everyone's favorite. Ah, I keep being so hopeful.
That's the lesson for today.
Same like health noise. Oh, rather the sound effect. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, same like stock sound effect as from Gauntlet, the N64 version. I would definitely believe it.
Versus
Gauntlet Legends, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that sounds about right because, well, for one thing, it would have been the same. Well, no, never mind. It would have been a different generation, but I mean, same general kind of game vibe since it's a dungeon, obviously. And it's like a stock sound effect, I'm pretty sure, so it makes sense. Oh, I want to go for the big punch. Ah, come on, big punch. I want it. Give me the big punch. Punch. There it is. No, I didn't get any, like, big knockback, or big knockouts, rather. Big ring outs with big punch at the end there. But we still got one solid hit. We'll take those, man. Yeah, Gauntlet Legends, though. I never did really play... Oh, there's 2 battles. Okay.
Fight.
Let's have another chance to embarrass myself. Oh! Man, ring out, my god. She smacked me out of that zip code, man. My goodness. Yeah, it's nice that it's chaotic and ridiculous, but it's nice that it's equally distributed. Everybody gets the crazy knockback, not just me.
Battle 1. Fight.
To both of us. Yeah, of course I'll get some health back. Ouch. Whoa! There we go. That's what I wanted to see, baby. I want to see the big ring out. Now, I never really did play Gauntlet Legends. I think there might have been an arcade version that I've seen, or maybe even played at one point. But yeah, I never like actually played any Gauntlet game ever. And I would like to. I've heard they're fun. I know there's one on Steam that it's like more of a newer retro, or not retro revival, just a newer revival of the series. I don't know if it's any good. But I guess there's that. Oh my god, that does a lot of damage. Ah, it's like Mina, too good, man. Too strong.
This must be some kind of mistake.
I know, Cassandra, you tell him. We're getting close, though. I can smell victory.
Versus Shanghua.
This way.
Oh, it's Shanghua. I've been mispronouncing it this whole time.
Fight.
Hopefully she's not too mad at me. Hopefully she won't take it out of me and try to blow my ass up a bunch of times. Ouch. Oh, see you later. I'll follow you. Whoa!
Winning is all that matters.
Winning is all that matters, even if I have to fling myself into the water in the process.
Final battle. Fight.
Trying to get out of the danger zone, man. I mean, the danger zone's all around us, though, because there's so much of this area is big ring out zone. Ouch. Oh, I was hoping she would go for it. She didn't do the opposite of going for it. Got it. By the skin of my teeth. Very little health left. We freaking take it, man. Guild of Legends is pretty good. Yeah, I think I would enjoy it based on what little I've seen. Back when it was Midway, yeah. Oh man, Midway, that's a throwback. Late 90s. All kinds of energy right there. Because yeah, Midway, I'm pretty sure, went out of business, or I guess got acquired, rather, in, like, early 2000s, I think. So yeah, when I think of Midway, I think late 90s, like, racing games, that kind of stuff. This is the extra chapter, which we've actually never even been to, because we can't even access this chapter until you do the extra missions in the preceding area. Something called the Swordsman's Grave. So we gotta check that shit out. It sounds too tempting to pass up. It's a labyrinth. See, what time is it? It's about 11. We can go for another hour or so. Activision? Yeah, I think so. Because I think Midway were the ones that did, like, Rush 2049 and San Francisco Rush and some of those, like, racing, like, kind of arcadey racing games that I really enjoyed, even though I'm not a huge racing guy. I think they did other stuff, too. Obviously, they did Gauntlet, but I think they did a few other things, like a couple of the series that I enjoyed back in the day. Just a cool third-party developer. But anywho, many folks of great strength are said to have challenged its depths, but no one has ever reached the end. But maybe we can do it. Your heart's dancing in anticipation. We go for that shit and see what awaits us. Switch it up once again. We were trying Valdo earlier. Let's go back to Mr. Valdeman's. Can we buy more stuff? We can. Oh, the Soul Edge Complete weapons and new costumes. So let's get some weapons then. For characters that I play frequently. Let's get one for Link. Fleshy sword for Link. Link's flesh sword. Oh my. Let's get the one for Xianghua. Now, not all of these are great weapons for everybody. A lot of them are, like, pretty good. But not everybody's Soul Edge Complete is, like... I mean, a lot of them have very powerful effects. But a lot of them also have very, like, very bad detriments to them that... where it's like a trade-off for fairly obvious reasons. Because, you know, it's the cursed weapon of the gods and Mega Satan's butt or something. I don't know. A lot of these weapons are understandably meant to be having some kind of horrible trade-off to them. But a lot of them are actually quite good. And I like how each weapon has a different take on this eyeball weapon with flesh and muscles and organs and like gunk coming out of the eyes, the eyeball shield, very cool. Warner Brothers got the assets, so okay. DC games getting published under Activision. Oh, interesting. Kind of makes sense. Let's do. We could get Valdo. Let's go for Necrid, Maxie, Sophidia. Let's do Yoshimitsu. Oh, I like how the flag or the banner rather also has the eyeball on it. Lots of soul edges. Alright, so now I'm out of money. Or not out of money, but I'm low enough on money. So 3 out of 5. More earthquakes. Okay, for the Swordsman's Grave. Rumors of a haunted ruin, that's correct. The ghosts of warriors who died at the Swordsman's Grave appear at this particular place, this ruin. Compared with fighting Viral, more ghosts were hardly a problem, but I'm sure there will be surprises awaiting us indeed. Sound of a bell echoing across the desert ruin. The ground begins to tremble. A ghost of warrior walking towards you. Earthquakes in the distance, all kinds of scary shit.
Versus Cervantes.
Oh, Cervantes, no wonder. He's a ghostly lad.
Final battle. Fight.
Ouch.
3, 2, 1. 2, 1.
He's got a different kind of weapon. His normal weapon is Soul Edge, but he has like a fancy version of him. Oh, the earthquakes do damage. Good to know. It's not a lot of damage, but it is a little bit. Yeah, I would say either crouching or jumping. Is that correct?
Versus Cervantes.
So I could stand to crouch more. Yeah, crouch or jump.
Battle. Fight. Take this. 3, 2, 1.
Or just be in the middle of a grab animation. That works too. Yeah, very little damage, but it does exist. Oh my god, we were doing so well. They just closed the health gap. Oh shit. God, have I told you how bad I am as Valdo? He is very fun, and I think I am learning some of his moves. But again, for me, it's when it comes to a lot of fighting games, learning the moves and the combos is one thing, but knowing when to use them is the other. That's where I frequently struggle, because it's like I'm learning some of his inputs, but I don't always know like when's a good time to bust them out. Oh, that was a cool move I was stuck on for a second there. There we go. There's that iconic move where he turns into a freaking wagon wheel. Oh, that's a cool move. I remember some of these with Cervantes, but the same kind of problem. It's like I remember doing them, but I can't remember what the inputs are. When I used to play him back in the day. Learn him like the bottom he is. He's just so weird. And not even from a design or like aesthetic perspective. I just mean his moveset is weird. He has a lot of stances that are very different. Oh god. There goes half my health. That are very different. Okay, not quite half. And it's sometimes kind of hard to tell when you're in a stance versus if he's just like recovering from another combo. Like, am I in a stance right now, or is that like just what this looks like when this combo finishes? Like that right there, lying on the ground, I think is a stance, but I really still don't know. After playing Valdo maybe about a dozen or so times, like I don't know if lying on the ground is one of his stances. It might be, but I just cannot tell. So it's like he's just weird in a lot of ways. Well, he has front and back. I think he also has like a crawling stance. Because if I do... Oh wait, not this. Here's another one. Yeah, that little scurry. Hold on, Cervantes, I want to show this. Okay, Cervantes is leaving me alone. I want to show this. Ah, crap, I don't know. There's a move I want to show off, but Cervantes won't leave me alone. Where he, like, scurries around like a crab. And I think that also is a stance, or leads into some kind of stance. Let's see if I can show it real quick. I know the input for it.
Final battle, fight.
Yeah, that one right there. I never get a chance to show it off, but I think when that ends, you are in some kind of like little bonus stance. That was a cool little move we just found there. We spin him on our little spiky hand weapons. Faces away or facing front. So, okay, so there's like a standing facing towards and a standing facing away, and then a crawling facing away and a facing towards. So there's 4. Still looks pretty good. We were talking about that earlier, how like certain aspects of this game have aged visually okay, and others I think aged pretty well. I think like the overall way this game flows looks pretty well after almost 20 years. I think it's 18, maybe 19 years. That's like pretty good. I think like some of the graphics, like the models are kind of so-so, but I think the animations are very, very natural, very flowy. So I think they did a pretty darn good job. Or rather, it holds up, I suppose, pretty well when it comes to like just how fluid the game looks and feels. Because it's not really rigid at all. It's one issue I have with games like Mortal Kombat. To an extent, games like Tekken. Well, maybe not so much Tekken, but it's kind of Street Fighter. It's like, it's a little bit more rigid and it feels more like, if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna lose every time. Like, you don't really have much of a chance. Whereas with this game, I feel like you can kind of feel your way around a lot of characters. Valdo is not one of those characters. You just gotta get good as Valdo. He's so fucking weird. But at least with this game, I can usually like kind of figure something out, even if it's just button mashing. So I appreciate the fluidity of this game. Yoshimitsu, yeah, Yoshimitsu's really fun. I like him a lot. More so than I remembered. I remember not really playing a lot of Yoshimitsu back in the day, but the couple times I've played him with this season of playing it, I'm very much impressed by him. I don't know if that's actually an attack when he does this little scurry around like a crab. Oh, there's another stance. There's another one. Yeah, this one. Oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. Me getting hit is not a stance. Okay, well, I just got perfected. I always fuck myself over when I try to, like, when I get a thing in my mind and I want to do the thing. The AI knows what I want to do, so they capitalize on it really well. Unfortunately. That was another one where he's like doing his little inverted crab walk.
The almighty ones have granted you a
Brian from Tekken?
Fight.
Same kind of idea, I guess. Oh, crap, what was it? Hold on, Yongsan, I want to find the thing. I'm trying to lab something. There it is, yeah. So that's a stance. Yeah, interesting, yeah. I was gonna say, that'll probably be a dubski, right? I got my ass kicked that entire round, like 90% of the round, but it was enough. Because we got one easy peasy hit. Also, the earthquake is still going, what the hell? Oh my god, calm down, earthquake. Gateway to Hell. I have a good feeling about the challenge called Gateway to Hell. Now, we've called this place Gateway to Hell. Do you think it's a bad place? I don't know. A fighting tournament is underway. Large number of warriors lost. The town authorities has established, or due to the large number of warriors lost, the town has established requirements for those who wish to challenge. It's a fight for the right to party, and also to enter the swordsman's grave. You'd earn prize money as well. What's the harm in trying? That's right. Hello, Nana. Good to see you, bud. Yeah, nice vacation spot for the kids and for the family.
Entrust your noble soul.
Need your strength to win some matches. There's 5 fighters. Good lord. See you later. Continue for a little bit longer. Little bit longer.
Begone, you scum.
Battle 2.
No, you be gone, you scum. Oh, okay. Don't just go into crab mode. Ouch. Oh god, what was that I was about to do? What was that? Not that. Oh, that was cool. Oh god, yeah. I keep getting stubbornly wanting to discover more stuff. It's like I think to myself, I can fool around and like try new inputs while I'm also fighting this person, and I can still manage to not embarrass myself, right? That is where I feel that's where I have my worst blunders. It's when the AI is able to capitalize that much better against me. Just get one easy knockout. There it is. But you get no health back, man. I want to try to get like, I don't know, maybe 3 opponents knocked out.
Fight.
Although I can't even damage the second fighter at all. I probably should switch out from Valdo in a minute. I'm gonna go a little bit longer, but I probably should switch to somebody else. Give someone else a chance to shine. Or perish. Or it's someone else a chance to languish.
Battle 1. Fight.
There we go. There's the wheel move, the wagon wheel. So iconic. Ouch. I mean, sounds like a dentist drill. Speaking of which, I have a dentist appointment tomorrow. I gotta make sure I get up in time for that. A reminder for future Alex. I'm gonna just crawl on this man's back. There it is. This lizard man.
Quit now!
Battle 2.
If you want to live. Oh, that was cool. Like, I'm not even gonna question the physics of exactly how that works. Oh no! When I missed the kick, that like diving kick move, I was like, oh no. Oh no, I'm in a bad place. Character select. Let's do some Linky Boy action. I might as well. Also, I can probably buy more weapons for peoples. Get the big weapon for Valdo. Spiky eyeballs for Valdo. One for Sophitia. I already have like a pretty cool weapon for Cervantes that I use on a fairly regular basis. I like the tongue on the shield, by the way. Nice touch. Excuse me. Get one for Maxie as well. Little spiky talon nunchucks. I have 400 gold to my name. That's not a whole lot. So let's see. We've been using magic sword. Here's Soul Edge. Good in offense and defense. ... I'm not sure what the ellipses indicates. If there's some awful downside, or if that means it's fine. Weak against impact. We could try Soul Edge and just see how it looks, but it might be scary. Look what does little spinnies. I'm kind of curious. Yeah, we'll try Soul Edge. Maybe it's horrible and we'll steal our souls. And or, you know, piss in my cereal or something. You're probably wondering how I got in this situation.
Battle 1. Fight.
No escape.
Ouch. Suplex. Gonna knock her off the edge? Not quite. Good job, Link, you did it. I actually couldn't tell if we were losing health when we were using the weapon or anything.
Battle 2.
Maybe it's when you do this. Oh, it's draining my health as I'm playing. Which is not what we want to do right now. That'll probably kill me, actually. Oh, no, it did kill him. Alright, well, we either end the battle and win, or we just auto-lose. So I'll end the battle now. We, of course, have the extra version of this challenge. Yeah, I'm not going to be using Soul Edge for Link, because it just drains your health as you use it. Which is not so good. New stage has appeared. Weapon select. Let's go back for either Magic Sword. Let's do Magic Sword. Much less scary a weapon to use. Also, more importantly, let's go to Fire Tunic, Red Tunic. That way we can wade through lava with the greatest of ease. Yeah, it was definitely draining my health. It was like really good offense and defense, but the health drain was not so good. It's not so nice. Oh, right, those are the stances, yeah. Oh, that's cool. It begins another combo. Interesting, that's cool. Whip. Jesus. Oh my god. Unfortunately, and I constantly am reminded of this every time I play as Link, so many of his special moves, actually all of his special moves, put him into a stance. And I don't want that. And I need to remember that in my mind, because I tend to lean on the special moves a lot, as I'm sure a lot of you have already noticed. Whereas with Link, it's like you really shouldn't do that, because that puts you in a not so good position. If you know what you're doing, that's great, but if you're like me and you don't know what you're doing, it's a great way to put yourself up for a not so good position. Oh my god. Volo, please. Like when I'm far away, it's nice, but when I'm like in the middle of what I think is a combo, it's not so nice. I don't think we're gonna get any health back, probably. Sword and shield combos
Don't waste my time. Let's
used in
go.
duels.
Battle 2. Fight.
You mean like in real life, I'm guessing? Oh yeah, it's unfortunate too. It's like that combo. I don't know of a way to cancel out of this I don't know of a way to do that first part of that move without automatically putting you in the second part of it with the bow and arrow stance. So it's more of a dual thing, not necessarily for actual combat. Interesting. The complete solo, that's like usually what it does. I think you're probably right. I think that's like a thing for a lot of them, but I don't know if it's true across the board. Like if all of them have that effect. I think some of them are like pretty good. Like a lot of them have pretty good effects, but some of them have like really, really bad downsides, which like you don't want. Oh, there we go. Yeah, if you just press other buttons, it won't put you in that stance. Oh crap, I don't want that either. Yeah. Seems like a lot of Link's moves, if you hold buttons in a certain way, it'll put you in an automatic stance when the move ends. which I really don't want for his character. I almost wish there was a setting I could do to, I could disable for that or something. The nice thing is you can move a little bit at least. You're in some of these. Oh, I went for it. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, more for real life duel. Yeah. When you say combat, I'm guessing you mean like, yeah, like warfare. Try a few more times with Link. I feel I'm not like bitching and moaning too much. Like I enjoy Link, it's just I'm not very good as him. So it's really my lack of familiarity and my lack of discipline to get good as him. It's like he has cool moves, like that one was really neat. Like I like that move. Like there's things I like about him. Oh my god. Just I need to like remember that he's very different compared to others. Oh my god, Cassandra's just going ham. Holy shit. Just tackle her ass. There you go. You get her, Link. Yeah, it leaves you so vulnerable when you miss the attack. Because 9 times out of 10 you will miss those special attacks because the AI is very smart about getting around them. I think a human player would have a harder time with like the boomerang and the bow and arrow, but the AI just always dodges. Like they always know how to handle them, which is frustrating because I'm a human player and I don't know how to handle them necessarily. But then I see how the AI is able to immediately. Oh, there we go. They did get it by that one though. Actually, was that a combo opportunity? Ouch. Oh god. Well, hold on. I'm trying to lab a new combo, lady. Give me a second. Look, if it was an opportunity. It was after his two horizontal strikes. He like hesitated for a moment. I was like, ooh, is that a new opportunity? Ouch. Oh god. Yeah, like right there, like I was like, is that an opportunity? Hold on, I want to try. Oh, come on, dude. I want to try new combos. They're being so mean. Why you gotta be so mean to me, man? Try it a few more times. And I can always switch out from Link if I'm getting desperate. I like that they're switching out the enemy opponents a lot, which is kind of cool. Ouch. Am I about to get perfected? Oh, I was hoping it was going to launch off the edge. I don't know, maybe not. Yeah, I guess not. Yeah, I'm trying all these inputs. He's like hesitating for a second though. I was like, yeah, maybe it's like a cool setup. But I see no coolness. Alright, so I have very little health. This probably won't go very far.
Okay.
Battle 2. Fight.
Oh, that's probably a setup for something too. That like little elbow hit. Okay, it's clear to me that you're very knowledgeable about this kind of stuff, Jim. I talk about this a lot. How I'm a huge shithead when it comes to history. So, oh crap! Oh no, get out of this. So unfortunately, I have little to add to this conversation. But I think it's neat though. It's interesting stuff. But yeah, unfortunately, it's an area that I'm very short on. I mean, when you're 5'3" like I am, you're short on a lot of things. But I'm Tish. But no, it is cool though hearing about this kind of stuff. But yeah, oh come on, Keelik, be nice. Well, that was a cool move. Jesus, good lord. It's a lot of fighters too. Like, part of me wants to try to go a few rounds into this, but I can't get past the second fighter. Let's try it a little bit more as Link, then we'll switch to somebody else. We don't really need the money necessarily. I'm just more curious about like seeing how the other fighters handle, because it seems like whenever you have like a fleet of fighters like this one, you have the fighters usually have some kind of like interesting quirk about them. Like they're not just, oh god, it's not just the usual kind of thing where, oh actually yeah, I forgot about that's a thing. Oh, crap, how did I do that? I'm trying to remember how I did that. I'll see you later. The jumping downward stab move. I'm trying to remember the input for that. But usually, like, there's some kind of thing about the later fighters that makes them interesting. Not just normal AI, usually there's something else going on, especially with the extra missions. So I want to see if I can figure that out.
Battle 1. Fight.
That's not it.
Sorry. Sorry.
That's not it either. How'd I do it? Is it up, up? No, that's not it.
Sorry. Wow.
Link is a heavy fighter. Really? I thought Link was, like, more medium. It's not a rotating control stick. Man, I don't know. I feel like if I'm not thinking about it too much, I can do the input for the jumping downward spike, but I don't know what it is. The opponent? Well, that's the thing. The opponents are always rotating, so it's not always Astaroth. In that particular case, it was Sophia. Oh, we haven't even seen Berserker today. First time Berserker for everything. Ouch. Link usually does... Well, I don't know. I don't know if there's like a really bad matchup for Link. I could see him like doing very good against somebody who is heavy versus very bad. Or doing really good against someone who is fast versus very bad. I feel like Link's fairly versatile in the right hands. I am the wrong hands, unfortunately.
Offer your soul.
Offer your soul. Oh, so what's the shot? Oh, crap, I messed up the input. Ouch. Ouch. Will that be enough to kill? It will. I want to push the envelope for one more. And I think I'll just end this challenge. We'll switch to a different character. New feature. I don't know if there's something that you get for getting to the end of those kinds of challenges where you have an optional amount of depth to it necessarily. Oh, bamboo staff. I think that's Keelik's meme weapon, I think. So I don't know if there's anything that you get for going all the way to the end. You very well might, but the fact that we got something I think is encouraging. So it's gonna be a dungeon, of course. 5-star difficulty dungeon. Let's see. You arrive at the entrance to the Swordsman's grave. That's correct. We worked so hard to get here. Halfway up the side of a steep cliff. The scattered bones of those who attempted the trek without acquiring permission litter the trail. Of course, there's nothing compared to what lurked inside, it says. Your quest to conquer the Swordsman's grave has begun. That's correct. Let's try it with, you know what? Let's try it with Nightmare. We haven't done any Nightmare today. I could use some more Nightmare action in my life. And I can afford nothing. Yeah, we've been using Glam lately. It's a pretty cool weapon. So Soul Edge Growth is good. Guard is penetrable. Yeah. Increase its power with Soul Charge. But, and honestly, increase its power with Soul Charge isn't that good because Soul Charge lasts for like 2 seconds. So, although I do like the blinky eye. I think it looks cool. No, it's not doing it. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, Glam was a go-to from previous challenges. The Steel Paddle... Oh, actually, that's not so good. User is damage. We don't want that one. Requires energy to wield. I guess Glam's probably like the... Actually, either Glam or Soul Edge, just because there is a recovering of health, which is kind of cool. It's interesting. I can physically hear my Wii's disc reader zooming around as I'm like going to load new assets. It's like I go to look at a weapon I haven't looked at in a second. It's like, oh, let me read that real quick. Load that into memory. Let's try this one. And of course, this is a dungeon, so we're gonna have multiple rounds for this one. This might be a fairly long dungeon if I recall, but I guess we'll find out.
A hero desires a sword.
Oh, it's gonna be a bunch of random characters, courtesy of the eyeball lad. Charade.
This is it. Die.
Ah, you knew I was going for it. It's weird seeing this very medium character, whoa, wielding a big-looking axe, big-ass axe. Oof. Didn't land anything, man. He's too good. But now I think he's gonna be a different, well, still Charade, but with a different weapon loadout. So it'll be different every time, I think. Charade's actually kind of fun because, yeah, you can just pick Charade. He's pretty much just an honorary random button.
Final battle. Fight.
Actually, that's not what I wanted to do at all. What's one I like a lot? Is it this one? No, not that one. What's the move I like? There it is. It's that one. Oh, I can't do the input now. Oh, it's the Smash Bros input. That's what it is. Okay, it's a Smash Bros input. Cool.
This is it.
Knockout.
So after getting my ass kicked for 90% of that round, we gotta win. And we get all of our health back? Yes, we do. All of the health.
Fate souls. Final battle. Fight.
Oh. Oh, I'm just lying on the ground. I think the sand messed both of us up, though, because he couldn't get the follow-up like he usually gets it. That'll probably knock him out. There we go. Yeah, that's a move that can do a really cool impaling maneuver. Oh, I can't breathe in the sand. I'm dying. Oh, God. Sinking into the quicksand and succumbing to suffocation. A fate worse than death. Well, actually, it would lead to death.
A hero. Offer your soul. Final battle.
Now, it's not all charade, though, because now we got plain old Berserker. Uh-oh.
This is it.
Ouch. Whoop. Don't do it, don't do it. Oh, we did it. Smacked me all over the place. Have a good night, Jim. No, I know it is getting late. I'll probably be wrapping up in about 30 minutes or so. Oh, God, we're dropping a lot of frames. I'm sorry. My internet is... Oh, my God. It's been a night full of technical problems, it seems. Let's lower the bitrate then. I didn't even notice my bitrate was tanking real bad. Oh, boy, it's bad, too. Shit, I'm dropping a lot of frames. I'm sorry. I had no idea. I was not noticing at all. Now I can't unsee it. I wonder if I should call my ISP again, because it was actually doing pretty good yesterday, but today it's really struggling, it seems. It's a shame, because this game involves quite a lot of visual things happening, so if I lower my bitrate a bunch, and stuff happens on screen, and it turns into a pixely mess, then that is unfortunate, but I guess inevitable. Let's try raising it a bit out of that number. I'm gonna have to try some experiments tonight to see what's like the safe amount. Because like before all this started, I would stream at about 5,500, and that usually did pretty well. 5,500 kilobits per second. I've got it set to about 3,800, and it's really struggling. Like it's keeping, it's right now it's okay. Oh, but it just tanked again. Yeah, so it can't really do 3,800. So it's stuck at about half, it seems, like, or it's struggling to do half. Well, a little bit more than half. Set it to like 3,300. See if that's any better. A lot of technical problems tonight, unfortunately. A lot of, well, when I say technical, I mean just internet problems, just internet frustrations. The problem, though, is if I were to run a speed test right now, it would tell me my upload is looking good. So I think what this means is that my ISP is just straight up throttling me. And I think that's just a thing that, you know, that's not really a thing I can do anything about. It's just, that's just what ISPs do nowadays, so I think the answer is I just have to deal with it. It's unfortunate, though, because for a good long while, it was rarely a problem. So I guess it's just the reality of my internet connection now, is that it's, we just kind of have to juggle that. Because, yeah, my thoughts on Spectrum was always like, they're okay. Like, it was, I never had bad opinions of them, and I never had great opinions either. It was always like, yeah, they're alright. You know, very, very non-committal. But yeah, I would say over the past, like, week and a half, 2 weeks or so, it's kind of gone into more negative. It's like, yeah, they're kind of fucking me over, honestly.
This is it.
Oh. That's a cool little get-up maneuver. There we go. Strong finish. We spanked the shit out of his dead body.
Come unto me.
Actually, since we're getting all of our health back, we probably don't even need to use a weapon like this that recovers health. Let's go back to Faust or not Faust, Glam for a while. Because we don't really need the healing necessarily, because we get our health back after a Dubsky anyway. I think this dungeon's gonna be a bit long though. This might be the last one we do for the night.
Souls, give me strength.
You're all the same.
Try this real quick.
Final battle. Fight.
Okay, let's try that. Bam!
This is it.
Freaking Maxie, man. Of like two very different fighters, Maxie versus Nightmare. Oh, that was cool. And stab. There we go. That freaking impale maneuver, man, so brutal. Oh, really interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea who first used the term, because yeah, that's like, I don't even know if it's like really the right term necessarily to use, because when I think of throttling, I think of like an ISP that is like altering your connection speed based on what you're doing. But like I said, if I were to, oh nice, we spiked him down. If I were to run a speed test right now, my money is on that it would tell me that my upload rate is good, yet when I'm streaming, I can only do about 60% of what I usually stream to bitrate wise. So I'm guessing that's a sign that my ISP is throttling me, but I don't know, maybe I don't know what it is.
Now, two souls are
But my inclination tells me that it's something to do with my ISP. Something about like stability or something. I don't know. It's something annoying, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's them like, oh, because he's streaming, we're gonna do a thing. I think the issue is that it's that I'm doing too much upload than they want me to do. I think that's what the issue is. Ouch. Damn it, so close. Yeah, just interesting. Yeah, interesting that that's what the term came from specifically. Yeah, when I think of the term throttling, I think of, I guess it was, what was it, like 3 or 4 years ago, the FTC stuff with, oh god, what's the term? Net neutrality and Ajit Pai and that whole shit show. Just, this thing that we all knew was going to happen because ISPs were already doing it at the time. Just the notion that like making it very much legal for ISPs to like have preferential treatment on what kind of internet activity somebody's doing and being able to alter internet speeds accordingly. Some ISPs, such as Spectrum, claim that they don't do that, but you know, it's now perfectly permissible for them to do so. And I remember that was very frustrating at the time. And of course, we all knew where the votes were gonna go. I mean, it was not a surprise. It was just still disappointing. Nice ring out. Yeah, everybody's favorite internet lad, yeah, Ajit Pai, who like resigned from his post like a year after that all went down. So it's like he got what he wanted, then he's just like, all right, I'm out of here. I'm not gonna do anything else now. See you later. So I don't know. I'm not sure. Like, I don't really know anybody that really likes him, honestly. Like you know, Democrat, Republican, and like nobody likes his ass. Like he's just a universally despised asshole. But I mean, for whatever reason, he got the right people to like him, I suppose. That's all that matters. He's a lobbyist now. I mean, wasn't he always a lobbyist though? Like, not technically, but like unofficially. Because he had a background working with ISPs and that kind of thing. Like that was his bread and butter leading up to him getting appointed. So, just frustrating, man. Yeah, it's like he was I guess it's more official now. His resume matches with his activities. That's a cool little double move. Oh god. Can I get a single hit on Mr. Lizard Man? Or is he too strong? So there's a few hits. Literally a few hits, and we'll take those. So it's not, I didn't get perfected. I don't want to embarrass myself completely. Only a partial embarrassment, that's all I ask. Oh, there's the fun kick that you can do. It's the Arctic kick, as we called it. Because it was the kick that Arctic told me about, so it's the Arctic kick. So if I can remember the input. That's not it. there it is. Oh, we got him in midair too. Hell yeah. Whoop, whoop. No, thank you. No, thank you. Oh, off the edge. That is a really cool drop kick, though. It's really satisfying to pull off. It's a little bit tricky because it's like running and then a very rapid XY or a kick vertical. It's you don't press them at the same time. I don't think it's like a very like bup kind of a staggered motion. Yo, Warbird, what's up, buddy?
Now, two souls are fiercely entangled.
Souls, give me strength.
He believed in a free internet. Well, it's like,
Fight.
I guess he could have said that, but like we all knew what it was going to turn into. It's like either he was naive or he was saying it, you know, very tongue-in-cheek, like, oh no, it's free internet, guys. This is for the best, like, you know, wink. It's hard. I guess it's hard to say. I mean, maybe he was either incompetent or insidious. But either way, I mean, we all knew where it was going to go, and none of us were surprised, really. Unfortunate, but that's just how it do. I mean, this was like 2017, 2018. This is, you know, a good number of years ago, a couple years ago.
Final battle. Fight.
I feel like it's weird to think like it's been that long, honestly. Smells like bullshit. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Whoa, off the edge. Got some pizza, some Star Wars, Old Republic. Nice, man. Sounds nice and chill, Warbird. Hopefully it was a pretty chill day for you, bud. Businessman with a belief. I don't know. I mean, I guess I just don't know. I guess I just don't remember a lot of the details.
The fighters face
It
a
seemed like
gruesome
he...
quest to search.
I don't know. When I think of like the stuff with Ajit Pai, I didn't get that vibe from him at all. That he was like thinking what he was doing was virtuous. My impression was, oh nice, easy ring out. My impression was that like he was like, what's the big deal, you guys? It's not gonna be that bad. Like companies definitely won't take advantage of this ruling. You know, you're all just overreacting, just being very dismissive of the whole thing. I mean, maybe you could say that, use that and say that like, oh, he was being very, you know, very, what's the word to describe what I'm thinking of in my mind? Oh god. Voldo, that's what I'm thinking of. He's being very Voldo. Just like, idealistic maybe? I don't know. I just, to me, it never felt that way. It never felt like he believed he was doing anything good. It seemed like he was just saying like, this is the way it is, you know, stop whining. It was pretty much how it was. Ouch. You know, very classy stuff, obviously. And like I said, a lot of people have a lot of fond memories of his testimonies and such.
I will show you the greatest nightmare.
Started off kind of bad and busy, no communications, but got better. That's good. And a hydrate to celebrate. Relied on focus groups. Well, I mean, I guess that's where it depends where the focus is, because if the focus groups is consisting of ISP people, he's going to have ISP people saying, hey, we want this ability to be legalized. So I mean, I guess it's like, again, it's one of those situations where I just have to take your word for it, Jim. You're more knowledgeable than I am about this kind of stuff, and you definitely remember it clearer than I do. It's been enough time where I don't remember a lot of details, but I don't know if it's that I don't remember it that way because I didn't see enough information about it, or if I've just forgotten in years past. But I don't know. I don't remember that vibe at all. They were all paid. Yeah, I guess that's the thing. To me, it kind of defeats the purpose of a focus group if it's a directed focus group. It's like we want, you know, when I think focus groups, I think of like, oh, we want the average everyman, you know, your average Joe kind of situation. So if you pack in a focus group full of literally one type of person from one industry, then you're like gonna be surprised Pikachu face when we get all of one type of person that all have a unified opinion on something.
More souls.
Yeah, it's like, I don't really see that as being idealistic or like, I'm doing good. It's like, it just seems like he seemed to be of the opinion that like, yeah, that like, this is just the way the world should work. I mean, I guess you could say it, but I guess maybe that's the thing. When I think the term idealistic, I think like idealistic for the common good, not idealistic for the people who are wealthy should have all the power. I mean, it's an idea. It's an ideal. It's not a very ideal, but it is a way to think about it. So it's like, I guess to that end, I guess you could say he was an idealist, but just not what I think of when I think of the term. Yeah, doing good for a very small number of powerful people and/or corporations. Oh, we got an ice phrase, or ice stage rather. Ooh. Oh no! Oh, I'm off the edge.
How? Not yet.
So this is supposed to be. Paid for by interests who have a clear. Wait, hold on. That's what a focus group is supposed to be. But now they're paid for by interests who have a. Well, I guess that's the thing. Like when I think focus group, I don't think like. I want one type of person with one type of background that works in one industry. I think of maybe I'm wrong here. I just assume that a focus group normally would be like, I want like a collection of diverse people. Whoop, oopsie daisy. Collection of diverse people that have like different opinions. They're like average, everyman kind of thing. Whereas it sounds like, yeah, these particular focus groups kind of circumvent that. Unless what you're saying is it has now turned into that for everybody. Like, that's just the standard thing now. If that's just how it is nowadays. I've never been part of a focus group. I don't think I would really enjoy it, honestly. I don't think it'd be my kind of vibe. Oh, that was a cool double kick. See you later. Oh, I fell off first. Oh, shit.
How? Not yet.
Good, yeah, some people, yeah, a very small number of wealthy people. Like, yeah, they're people. There's not very many of them, and they hold a lot of influence already. But yeah, it's for the good of all people. Exactly, all person. Eventually, I'm gonna land that hit. And it's gonna be so cool. We're all just sliding around each other because this area is so slippery. Oh, that works. I like parried her off the edge. That's what they've always stood for. Yeah, I guess maybe I'm just out of touch then. I always assumed that their initial idea was like a sampling of sorts, and not like a hyper specific focus. So yeah, maybe I'm just wrong about like what their initial idea was. I love these maps, by the way. These slipperies are so fun because it gets so chaotic. Oh, did I save it? See you later. I'll join you. It's actually rare you get an actual health bar victory on the icy stage because they just slip and slide around so much. I think you get eventually the ability to unlock the icy stage, so you can just play it, you know, for funsies whenever you want.
Final battle. Fight.
There we go. There's that ring out we were looking to see. I love that move so much. The charge up move is the charge up version of that move is better, arguably better, but it's not as fast and it's harder to land. They've always been chosen for the few number of people. Yeah. Like I said, I really had no idea. I thought this whole time that the initial idea was more of an everyman kind of thing. Hey, there she goes. Yeah, if you land, well, if you land the downward sweeping attack that I like so much on an ice stage, it's pretty much a guaranteed dubski, honestly.
The fighters face a gruesome.
Offer your soul.
Final battle. Fight.
Oh, hers hit, but mine didn't. I see how it is. Knockout. What's up, Aiden? That's how we ended up with censors and the ESRB. Well, I mean, when it comes to like censorship in media and the ESRB, it's like the tricky thing is that like there are certain kinds of things that I think shouldn't be on the market. You know, like certain kinds of, you know, super like offensive shit. It's like, yeah, I get why that shouldn't be on the market or shouldn't be marketed towards children like that. I get, but yeah, obviously there's the instances of it going way too far. You know, censorship way too far. So it's like, I guess that's the thing. Censorship always being bad versus, you know, running rampant, so to speak. All right, Nightmare. Who's the real Nightmare? Clearly not me, because I just got my butthole ripped open there.
Not yet.
Because like the ESRB, it's like I could see an argument for the ESRB that's like some kind of system where parents can know how, you know, violent a game is for kiddos and whatnot. Because like, yeah, I get it. Like I see why some people want that without any, you know, consideration for the greater conversation of censoring media, that kind of thing. So the ESRB, it's like, that one isn't quite as egregious to me. It's not exactly a perfect system. I think it's gotten better over the years
Final battle.
versus when it was first implemented. Oh, that's the move I like. Let's do the cool move. Bam! I love that cool move. Oh man, I want to get that cool impale move. He knows that's what I want to go for. Ouch. He knows that's what I want to go for, so as a result, he's doing lots of vertical or roundabout movements. Princess Peach's DSLs. Wait, DSL. What's DSL stand for? Do I want to know? It's a voluntary industry group. That's a good point too, which is something I often forget, that it's like not quite as official as I would originally think it would be. Yeah, it's like, if it's an industry thing, like run by industry people, I don't know when the ESRB was first implemented or activated, whatever the word for it is. I don't know if it was born from some kind of government mandate. I guess that's the question. Because, oh crap, I didn't mean to double click it. Shit. MPA. Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's interesting.
The fighters face a gruesome
Oh,
quest.
very good.
Final
Yes,
battle.
yes.
Fight.
I guess we'll go ahead and do this bonus round again. I beat you once, fake nightmare. I'll do it again, damn it. Oh crap, I was going for a grab, but I fucked the input. Oh, you be gone. Hey, fuck you. Dude, imagine Nintendo, Jim. Imagine Nintendo signing off on that. Like, seeing a very explicit activity by one of their characters, one of their wholesome Nintendo for kids characters in some kind of video game where that kind of activity is being very explicitly either hinted at or just straight up shown, and Nintendo being like, yep, we're okay with this. We're very much going to allow this with our IP. We're definitely going to go for that. Can you imagine? Oh my god. Part of me wants to be alive in a alternate universe where that exists. Can you imagine? Congressional inquiry. Yeah, like the whole Mortal Kombat thing. Yeah. So it was that or government oversight. Okay. So yeah, so it was mandated that they do something, and the something was, okay, well, we can start with like just our own industry
Final battle. Fight.
kind of thing. That makes a little bit more sense. Hey, yeah. Oh, I love that kick. I love that kick when I can do it correctly. Oh my god, I just got fucking bamboozled. I was trying to grab her that whole time, and I don't know why I was trying to. For some reason, it seemed like a good idea in my mind. That one was it was Moral Panic. Yeah, that's right. I mean, the thing about the ECRB is, or ESRB, I guess, is that like,
The almighty.
I can see a use case for it, like I can see an argument for it, but you're right, Ogas, so that, like, part of it was definitely like a moral panic kind of thing. Video games are ruining our children and ruining society and, you know, that kind of thing. And that moral panic didn't really stop, it just kept going for a good while, though. I feel like it's not quite as bad nowadays. Whoops. Here we go. Running kick. Oh! Okay, never mind. No running kicks for me. Because, yeah, that would have been the early 90s. I don't know if it was satanic panic necessarily, but, like, violence in the media. There was, like, what was it called? Like, the late 80s, there was a music one. That's why we have
Watched over by the almighty ones.
have it on any music I have nearby, the explicit lyrics content warning on, like, music. See if I have like a really good example nearby.
Fight.
I don't have any nearby, unfortunately. I've got a few albums over here. Like if I have any Frank Zappa albums, like that's a good example. Like Frank Zappa releasing an all-instrumental jazz album and having to put the tipper sticker on there because of the song titled "I Promise Not to Come in Your Mouth," which is a really good song in all fairness. Like that kind of like media panic, moral panic stuff. The Third Great Awakening even. Yeah, that's right. Oh shit, I didn't mean to start the same one. My bad. Yeah, I think it was Mortal Kombat. I think that's the one that like started that conversation. I think you're right, Ogaso. Hey, yeah, oh, there it is. I love that move. It's so fun. Oh, that was a cool little flippy move. Mortal Kombat and Doom. I know that Doom would have definitely been involved as well. I think Mortal Kombat was like a big highlight because that was coming out on home consoles and whatnot. I guess Doom. Let's see, did Doom come out on Super Nintendo? I think it did. I think there was a Doom for Super Nintendo, but I remember like I don't remember. I wasn't really cognizant for that part of history, but reading at least, yeah, Mortal Kombat coming out on home consoles was like a big deal for a number of reasons. Oh, nice being on fire. Whoop! No, I'm on fire. We're all on fire. Can't just push her off the edge now. Doom was a big one too, yeah. Yeah, let's see, 1993, I would have been 4 years old. But yeah, like based on what I've read afterwards, yeah, Doom, Mortal Kombat, what's that racing game where you like run over people? Not Death Race 2000, that's a movie. Crap, the game name is breaking my mind right now. But there's, in fact, I played it on stream not too long ago, or a year or so ago. Ouch. Careful, you're on fire. Oh, we're good. They're on fire for us. Whoa, see you later. Is that what's called? Road Rage? There's Road Rash. It is called Road Rage. But there was the one that, like, yeah, there's the one that it's a racing game, but not really, because the point of the game isn't to, like, drive to the finish line. The point of the game is to, like, kill all of your opponents and run over as many people as possible. I think that game was also around the same time and also part of the same conversation. Doom was huge. It was. I mean, it still is, but yeah, Doom was huge in the 90s. I think when it was on PC only, it wasn't as big of a deal because like that was more of a niche market. But when it was like coming on consoles, I think that was like another big one too. Coming out on consoles, that is. Twisted Metal. Yeah, Road Rash was pretty tame. Road Rage? I honestly can't remember. I can see the title of the game and like and behind it, it's like I can think of the picture of like the splash screen as you're like loading the game. I don't know if it's called Road Rage or something else. I can't remember. I cannot remember off the top of my head. But yeah, anyway, another like similar game that I think when it first came out didn't have any kind of ESRB rating because it didn't exist. So that was like another part of the conversation, I think. And it would have been a PC game. There might have been some kind of console port eventually, but it definitely would have been PC. Road Rash has some violence, but it's more like kind of cartoony. And Twisted Metal would have been PS1. So by that point, the ESRB would have already been a thing. Got the cage match, by the way. Trying to get out of the fire. Necro does not let me out. Names I remember from the game. I only played the game for like an hour ever. It's not a very easy game to play, honestly. I don't really like the game, admittedly. Which is a shame. I was hoping I would. Here, let me switch monitors so I can go to my browser real quick. I can find it real quick. Is it called Road Rage? I don't think that's what it's called. But what do you remember about the game? So it's a racing game, sort of, but you get points for running over pedestrians. And you only win a match when you've killed all of the other racers. So it's not really a racing game. PC racing game. What's it called? Road Rage? Not Road Rash. God, what's it called? This is destroying my brain here. PC racing, like violent racing game. 90s. Carmageddon. There it is. It's called Carmageddon. Yeah, Carmageddon. It's some people love that game, and I'll be honest, I just don't really get the I don't quite get it. Like I understand the novelty. As a novelty, it's kind of fun for like 30 or so minutes. But as a game, I don't know, I just don't really like it, honestly. Like I don't think it's very fun.
Final battle. Fight.
And ouch. Oh, that was a lot of health. Holy shit. Oh, that's all my health. What's up, JD? Good to see you, bud. Yeah, it's like I guess because it was so violent and so like risque and very much a break from the norm. Like I guess that's why, of course, that's why it got a lot of attention, for better or for worse. But yeah, I don't know. I just like whenever in the few times I've played it, I was like, it's cool, but this isn't really gonna hold my attention. Like, because the gameplay loop is kind of awkward. Again, there's no real racing element to it. So there's no real need to go fast. And if like your opponents get stuck on the racetrack and they can't move, they don't get disqualified. You have to like seek them out and like break them, like hit them enough times to take out all their health. And the AI isn't very good, so they will get stuck a lot of times. It's just kind of clunky, honestly. So I don't know. I don't get it. But maybe if I would have played when it first came out, maybe like I would have gotten it then. Like maybe the novelty and just the like absurdity of it was enough when it first came out, where it did make more of a splash for people. Big Yu-Gi-Oh update. Oh man, hell yeah, JD. So you're in the mode right now. The Yu-Gi-Oh mode right now. Let's do this dungeon again with a different character, obviously. This is gonna be the bonus version, the extra version. I have no idea what to expect from this. I'm thinking either Yoshimitsu or... Yeah, let's do some Yoshimitsu. Could always use more Yoshimitsu in my life. Yeah, 0 brain cells. Honestly, I respect it because, yeah, that's a lot of content to go through for sure. But I respect the desire to get all caught up. All caught up. Or maybe not all caught up, but all, like, primed and ready. Have a good night, Jim. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Have a good rest of your night, my dude. Let's get some more weapons purchased for peoples. Let's get one. I might have enough for most of these people. Let's get one for Cervantes. I might as well. I mean, he already gets Soul Edge by default, but this is like the Soul Edgier Soul Edge. Here's the one for Necrid, which looks very shiny. Another one for Ivy. That actually looks pretty cool. I like that Soul Edge design. So what do we want to use, starting out at least, for Mr. Mitsu of the Yoshi variety? Here's some demonic weapon. It absorbs life. That's all we know. We'll try it out. Let's see how it is. I have no idea what the downside is for this weapon. We'll find out together, my friends. I'm gonna conquer this uncharted dungeon. Gosh darn it.
Now, 2 souls. Repent. Final battle.
Let's get the broom. Is it gonna be all meme weapons? Oh, it's that move. All right, to be clear. Hold on. Let's see if I can figure out the input. Crap, I'm trying to figure out the input of this move. Crap, I don't know. I don't know how to do that on command, the one where he stabs himself. I want to know how to do it, that way I can know not to do it intentionally. I can avoid this input. Because the one where he stabs himself does a lot of damage to the opponent, but it also damages you. For some reason, stabbing yourself hurts or something. I don't know. It seems weird, right?
Final battle. Fight.
Yeah, it's all meme weapons, I think. Oh my god, can I get up, please? Oh, I don't think I can block. Is that what it is? Or maybe I was pressing the wrong button or something, but maybe that's the thing with this weapon. Maybe it doesn't block. Let's test that out real quick. I'm kind of curious.
Final battle. Fight.
I love that throw. Futile. Yeah, this weapon does not block. That is frustrating. I was like, man, why am I not getting anything? That's wild. Does really good damage, but the no blocking thing might be a deal breaker. He is a good lad, can confirm. I enjoy playing as Yoshimitsu. I know a number of his, like, well, a few combos and a number of his, like, bigger attacks. So I wouldn't say I know him very well, his moves very well, but I know enough of them. I think I can kind of feel my way around his character, his moveset. He's so weird. He's weird, but, like, a little bit, I don't know. I feel like he's a little bit easier to get my head around, honestly. The original Giga Chad, absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. I love it. Requires energy, lacks offense, easy to lose balance. I think we'll go with that one, probably. Let's go with that one. I can block maneuver sometimes. The original Giga Chad, I love that. I love seeing those, like, old school jankety cutscenes. Old school jank is always in season in my book, I would say. There's that throw again. Am I dead? Gonna be close. Ooh, barely. Wow, barely lived that one. Now, is the lore behind Yoshimitsu that he's like not a human? That he's like like either a robot or a golem infused with a soul or something? Because if you see inside of his helmet, you can see that he doesn't have like a face inside of his helmet. It's like hollow, I think.
Final battle. Fight.
Or is that the lore is that he's so unpredictable, nobody even knows what the fuck he is. Like, no one knows if he's a robot or a golem or something else entirely. Or a demon. That's such a fun throw. I love that, where he helicopters with his sword somehow. The trick is just not to question it too much. Yes, he helicopters with the sword for some reason. Sure. We go with it, man. We don't get bogged down by questions of physics.
The final battle. Fight.
Mirror match. I was gonna try to do some bullshit. Oh, you know what? It's gonna be one of these? Alright, I see you. I win! I am the real Yoshimitsu master. Fuck you! Ouch! Fuck me! Ouch! Fuck me indeed! God damn it. Okay, well, I won the battle, but I lost the war. That's okay, there'll be more. More where that came from. I got so excited when I saw him pogo sticking. The pogo stick king.
The fight. Final battle. Fight.
That's the thing, it's hard to be a pogo stick master against Yoshimitsu, against another Yoshimitsu. I'm sorry, Jim. He is a cyborg. Okay, that much is confirmed. Yeah, I guess that was my question, is how much of it is like known versus like what's a mystery, like in the official lore. That is very helpful though. Thank you, Jim. Yeah, I'm sorry I woke you up, buddy. Jim's like, I need to tell Alex. He needs to know. It's very important. I like how when he's sinking through the quicksand, the animations get slowed down as well. That's kind of cool. Like a nice little detail. Because yeah, I think the quicksand, it makes it hard to move around, but it also slows some animations. I think if you attack it, like breaks you out of it, but yeah, it is kind of clunky. Whoa, big explodies. Oh, that was it. I think if you hold it. Yeah, that's it. If you hold the button, that's the one that does the self-stab maneuver, which at this low of health would be certain death. Dead. Oh, not quite. Okay, now I'm dead. Damn it. Actually got pretty close there. He's got a cyborg stomach. Right. And what do cyborgs eat? Do they eat cyborg food? I wonder. Maybe he just eats a bunch of nuts and bolts. Thinking like, what does he need a stomach for if he's a cyborg? But if he's a cyborg, that means he's like part organic, right? smack the shit out of him. Hell yeah. And I'm just kicking all over him all over the place.
Overconfidence is the greatest enemy.
Because, yeah, it does a lot of damage if he stabs through himself, but if you can hit the bad guy, or the opponent rather, it damages them a whole lot as well. Pretty sure it does more damage to them than you, but it still hurts.
Final battle.
Need cyborg food? Awesome. Well, that's a cool move. Can I cancel it early? Maybe. Oh, that's cool. Ouch. I need to stop fucking around. I gotta get good. I gotta get good, damn it. It's the leader of a clan. Okay. It's the... Oh, okay. So it's a different Yoshimitsu. It's his ancestor. Okay. Interesting. So yeah, so there's a group of Yoshimitsus. Interesting. So cool. Imagine what their, like, clan meetings must look like. Their group meetings. How do you think they decide their like clan leaders? What I would be on, what I would give to be a fly on the wall of those like group meetings, those organizational meetings. Being Yoshimitsu, he's got like a gavel. He's like, calling meeting to order. I don't know why he sounds like Skeletor. Like they're having elections. Can you imagine? Like a whole crowd of Yoshimitsus in the audience. And they all the same voice. Oh, we actually landed that attack. Holy shit. They're all the same voice. They all have like the exact same personality. They're all fucking weird as hell. Like this, for instance. Ronin or Samurai. Interesting. Okay, yeah. Wonder what the audition process is to join the Yoshimitsu clan. Like first, you have to remove 90% of your body and become a cyborg. Oh, look at his cool lightsaber sword. That's cool. Trying to jump out of the sand. Oh my god, kick the shit out of me. My goodness. They serve a master or have no master. The Yoshimitsu, I suppose. Yoshimitsus, plural. It's I love the way they've crafted this lore. Oh, big damage. Hell yeah. Oh, am I dead? Oh, not quite, not quite. Jesus, I can't get around him. Suplex. I know in Tekken, I don't know which Tekken it is, but in one of the Tekken games, his sword has like a green glow to it. So I like how in those cutscenes at the end, he does the little glowy sword thing, and it looks really cool.
The Almighty
Change this real quick.
a sword to cut your own path.
To cut your own path through the entrails of your enemies. If they have a banner, they have a man. Oh, okay. So that's like an indicator that they have some kind of... Yeah, some kind of, hierarchy. What are you doing? What are you doing, man? Oh, I got dizzy too. Tekken 2 and 4 had the glowy sword thing, yeah. I don't know if he's in every Tekken game, but that's like what comes to mind. Very iconic lad. A strange lad, but an iconic lad no less.
Final battle. Fight.
That move is so weird because I don't know if there's a way... Oh, that's cool. Whoop. I think there's a way to get out of that combo with other moves. Oh my god. Lizard man, you're too good for me, man. Every time I would like put up my guard, he would stop attacking, then I would drop my guard to do something, and then he would start attacking again. It's like, oh man, he's reading my every move before I know what my move is. It's a general white glow, yeah. And my favorite might just be the old school one from that cutscene that Irasi showed us, where it's like very, almost like a ceramic doll kind of, like a like a, what the word is necessarily, but very like, very blank and white and just kind of porcelain looking. Before passing the position down, the clan. Oh, okay. So yeah. So it's like. So there is some kind of like spirit thing going on there. 'Cause, yeah, I guess that's the thing. It's like there's not really much of a physical presence in the Yoshimitsu body, as I understand it, at least. So it's like their spirit is absorbed into the... Oh, wait, the sword or into their... Oh, interesting. Maybe the sword is like... Is Yoshimitsu. And the sword controls the fighter. Maybe that's what it is.
The fighter's fate.
So that self-stab move is like a sacrificial thing. He's at least part human. Okay. Oh, maybe because he's still... Right, so because he has the banner... means he does have a master. So maybe it's like he's not like fully leveled up yet. Surprised that move actually works sometimes. It's really easy to like get around. Oof. Into the sword, yeah. So the sword is called Yoshimitsu. Oh, you're right, it is. In fact, we can see that. I do weapon select. Yeah, the default sword is called Yoshimitsu. Interesting. So that's really the character then. The character is the sword. Shit's wild, man. That's so freaking interesting.
Final battle. Fight.
We're pretty even Steven. Got her ass. And suplex. Because I know one of his arms is like, you can visibly see it's made out of gears and knobs. It almost looks like it's made out of wood. So we know that at least part of his body is artificial. Stab. Ouch. Oh, okay, that both has the same one. Oh, I was hoping he would go off the edge with that one. Oh, I knew it. When I realized what he was doing, I couldn't react in time. Unexpected, he says. I kind of expected it. When he began that charge up move and I saw what position I was in, I expected it. I knew fully how that was going to go down.
In final battle, fight.
I'm guessing that's like some kind of counter move, that one we just found. Smack. Please. There we go. See you later.
Behold the magnificence of my victory.
The recent games is the same guy. All the same moves. Really interesting. That's kind of cool, yeah. Yeah, I wonder, that's a good point too. Like, you wonder how much this was planned from the start versus them just flying by the seat of their pants. Like, oh man, wouldn't it be crazy if we had some goofy robot sword lad and suddenly he has this legit lore built in. It's like how much of it was planned from the start. Kick the shit out of Astaroth, my god. Didn't give him a chance. Because it is pretty cool. I don't know if I ever played as Yoshimitsu back in the day, when in the rare occasion I would play Tekken Cabinet or something like that. I've only played Tekken like, I mean, less than a half dozen times. Probably like 3 or 4 times ever. I probably just stuck with the default character, John Tekken, whatever it is, whatever the guy's name is. You faced the wrong way, Yoshimitsu. Oh, here we go. You fucked up now, lady. Whoa, see you later. No, I fucked up.
Unexpected.
But like, you wonder how many times people would have just picked the character just because he had a sword. And sword is cool. And swords are cool, let's not lie. Let's be honest with ourselves, they are pretty cool.
Now, 2 souls are fiercely entangled.
Fiercely entangled. Because I imagine he's probably a pretty popular character in the Tekken games.
Final Final battle.
If not just for the fact that he's such a fucking weird dude. Oh, we smacked her down. We're just like two ships passing in the night as we like try to smack each other. Oh, I fell off first, dude.
Unexpected.
Oh, his name is Jun and Jin. Really, yeah. I jokingly call the main character, like the main protagonist of a thing, John last name. But apparently I wasn't too far off then, yeah. But the spiky hair guy, not spiky, but like the, well, yeah, kind of spiky, shirtless with the red punchies, the red boxing gloves that do like the little electric effect when you punch with them. Ouch. Oh my god, I'm just gonna yeet myself off the edge. I'm just launching myself at the opponent and just trying to input moves to see what happens. The main guy, yeah. And of course, in Smash Brothers, they added one of the Tekken characters as, I guess, one of the villains, per se, as a playable character, and that was, of course, a big deal. Yeah, and of course, in this game, even, there was a Tekken character in the PS2 version, the gray-haired lad. So Jin is the, oh, okay, Jin's the main guy, I gotcha. I would know the difference, honestly. Or maybe if I saw pictures, I'd be able to know the difference. Oops.
Cry. Final battle.
Final battle. There we go. Mitsurugi knows to wait for me as I pick up my bottle of tea. Whoa, not like it matters. I'll get my ass kicked regardless.
Unexpected.
Let's just say this is the last challenge for the night, my friends. We'll be wrapping up after this. Actually, let's see, it is only 12:20. Maybe we'll do a little bit longer. Thought it was much later. Thought it was like after 1. Oh no, I was doing such a good job. And then I out-jobbed myself.
Unexpected.
The devil guy, yeah, that's the one in Smash Brothers, okay. With flames on his clothes. Well, yeah, when you make a deal with Satan, you get clothes on fire. The horned hair. Actually, the guy I'm thinking of in Smash Brothers has, like, sleeked back hair. Maybe it's a different design, though. Oh, it still counted as me getting wrung out because I knocked him in the air. I should have just waited. That's Jin? Okay. So it is the same guy, just like a different appearance. And when they add him in Smash Brothers.
The fighters. Final battle. Fight.
That's a cool move. Oh, that's a cool move. Oh shit! I think I teleported myself off the edge. I've seen the AI do that move, and I think you can launch with a vertical attack with that move. It was some combination of kick and vertical attack. Some combination thereof. I need to try that again. And maybe not launch myself into the stratosphere that time. Interesting. Whoa! There's also some kind of combo where you can like do multiple, like it's like he's sitting with the hilt of his sword. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, that's how me and my brother were with the Legend of Zelda games. Obviously, that's not really a multiplayer thing, but just the notion of like taking turns playing the game and nerding out about the lore. Ouch. Something I can definitely respect. Ouch. Smack. Oh, he smacked me out of the sky. That's a cool looking staff he's got. Very ornate. A little bit curious, or not curious, scared of the horizontal and kick buttons, because I think that's the one that, if I'm not careful, can lead to the stabbing myself in the stomach maneuver, which I'm scared to use, because I know I can't use it responsibly. Ouch. Smack. And there's that green glow. The glow of his spirit in the sword.
Fate conspired.
It is I, Yoshimitsu.
Final battle. Fight.
Oh, that's a cool move. Whoa! She stabbed me and I just fell off the edge. Slid right off, man. Doubled over in pain and just rolling off the edge. Tekken 2 for a whole long time to see each person's, like the arcade mode. It's like you showed from the video you shared earlier, Irasi, with Yoshimitsu's video. Like, I'm sure each one was fairly unique in some way. And of course you get those delightful, presumably PS1 graphics, I'm guessing. And just with how old school and delightful it is. Reminds me a little bit of the cutscenes in the first Twisted Metal game, which had something similar where if you beat a character or beat the game with a character, that character would have some kind of special ending sequence. Excuse me, ending sequence. I keep hiccuping, sorry. Some kind of ending sequence cutscene. Ooh. Oh, one hit. Oh man, I overcommitted. Woo! Whoa! These get so silly. I love it. Or bonus modes in Tekken 3. Was that still PS1 or would that have been PS2? Because I know that there was at least a few for PS1. They were very popular. They're probably still pretty popular for PS. They were probably still pretty popular in the PS2 era, though. Oh, it was a matter of who's gonna finish first. And down we go. That was the last one for PS1. I gotcha. What's up, Balmar? Played this game back in the day. That's awesome, man. I played it a decent bit. I never played enough to like get really good as anybody. I would just bounce around to different characters, but it was always fun back in the day. It's pretty much what I'm doing now. I'm just playing it for old time's sake.
They unleash their fury.
The other games just don't feel as good. And we were talking about that not too long ago. How like I know a lot of people kind of sneer at Soulcalibur as being like, oh, it's newbie friendly, that kind of thing. But I don't know. I always kind of liked the fluidity of this game. I just felt like the rigidness of like Mortal Kombat, and relatively at least, like Street Fighter, that kind of stuff. Kind of just wasn't my bag. Just made it kind of hard to get into. With this game, I always felt like you could kind of like figure a character out. You could kind of like find ways to make the character work if you're like willing to explore them without having to like lab them obsessively. So I like this game. Of course, I'm a little bit biased because I grew up playing this. Well, I didn't grow up playing it, but I spent a decent bit of my adolescence playing it. I haven't really played a whole lot of Yoshimitsu, but I do enjoy him a lot. Move list overload, yeah. There's a bunch. There's a lot, and of course, there's the training mode, and there's the, I guess the, hold on. It's like, I think you can access it now, can't you? Command list, there it is, yeah. So you can like look all the time whenever you want to. All the different stances, where you can kind of string your own combos together is pretty cool, so it's a lot to appreciate about it. It's Tekken 2 had survival mode, yeah. But not quite as much. Yeah, it sounds like 3 was where they like kicked it up to the next level. The brawler mode. Some cool mini games. Oh, like bowling mini game? That's cool. Yeah, exactly, Balabar. Yeah, that's something I appreciate as well. I know that with certain characters, like we were talking about Valdo earlier. Valdo's a weird one, obviously. But even with him as an example, like you can usually figure something out, relatively speaking, if you are able to like consider like how his stances work. The problem that I have is it's hard to know what is a stance, because sometimes he's just facing the opposite direction. Other times him facing away is part of the stance. Well, sometimes it's a little bit clunky, but yeah, for most characters you can usually reason your way through it. That's a cool move. Whenever I see Xianghua do a lot of cool moves, I always think like, man, I want to figure out how to do that move. Because I see the AI do a lot of cool moves with her, but I can never figure them out myself. Played this before Tekken. Interesting, yeah, exactly. Because I would imagine a lot of people would have played Tekken first. Because yeah, I recognize Tekken is more strictly 2D. Because that's a good point too, the fact that with this game, there's a little bit more free range movement, which is really nice.
Final battle. Fight.
Ouch. See you later! Ring out! Yeah, it's pretty fluid, which I appreciate, yeah. A bowling mode, that's cool. POV of the character, that's fucking wild. That sounds cool, Jim. For manga tie-in, that's impressive. I mean, I know there is a lot of lore. We were just saying that with Yoshimitsu specifically, there's a lot of cool lore for the character. So I imagine each character probably has quite a lot of fleshing out, which is nice. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, not yet, not yet. Okay, there it is. I was gonna say, I'm not out yet. But then I was out yet. Unexpected. Agreed. Unexpected, but we can work through it, Yoshimitsu. I believe in you. It's like when I'm talking to Yoshimitsu, do I look him in the eye or do I look him in the sword? If he's like technically controlled by his weapon. That's oh come on! I was doing good for a second there. I need to figure out what I can do about that teleport move because I think you can do cool shit. I think that's like that little cartwheel he does is a lead up for other cool combos. Maybe not combos, but other like cool power moves. The sequels are kind of scaled down, yeah. I haven't actually played any other ones. This is the only one I've played, and I like it a lot. Ouch. I understand that the other games were very popular. I mean, this one's really popular too, obviously. And I remember the other ones having like Star Wars characters in them, which is cool. I think there was the lady from Nier Automata is playable in one of them. So there's all these other like cool tie-ins and whatnot, which made them very popular. I did hear that, yeah, like the number of characters would get scaled down, and some characters would get like drastically reworked. So I would like to try them at some point. Ouch. Oh my god, Necrid, please. Jesus. Just rip my butthole out, man. My goodness. Read up about Gon, little dinosaur. Oh, really? I don't remember seeing any dinosaur characters in Tekken. That sounds interesting. Single player. Oh, the single player stuff would get minimized. I mean, I'm not terribly surprised because I know that for a lot of people, single player content for fighting games is becoming less of a thing with the advent of internet matchmaking and whatnot. So I'm not surprised that single player stuff was like getting hit more. I like the single player stuff selfishly, you know, when I'm streaming this kind of stuff. But yeah, I recognize it. It's probably like fewer people were playing it, so developers were less inclined to do it.
A hero. Final battle. Fight.
I'm not sure like what to do out of that cartwheel. There's like sometimes I'll find ways to do a little teleport move, but I'm not sure how to do it whenever I want it. Come on, Necrid, let me through, please. Street Fighter, Tekken, oh, and Virtual Fighter, yeah, Mortal Kombat, Soulcalibur, yeah, Killer Instinct, yeah, there were a lot of them. Still pretty wild to me that Tekken and Soulcalibur are done by the same company, both by Namco. So I thought that was kind of cool. It's like this one really impressive developer doing lots of cool stuff. I got a link, please. Got the fairy sword, big damage. I think it also was healing him. Oh, he still got me though. He is in both, yeah, both in Tekken and Soulcalibur. Originally in Tekken. But yeah, Virtual Fighter was huge. Still is. I mean, I don't know when the last Virtual Fighter game was, but I know it's a very popular game. Series at least. Definitely was back in the day. Killer Instinct, I only know of like 3 games, I think, for Killer Instinct. There was the one on the 360, which I heard was actually really good. Or wait, was the 360 or Xbox One? Oh my god, I can't get around him. He's too strong. Ouch. Stop being so strong, please. He's an unlockable character in Tekken 3. Okay. Yeah, just silly unlockable characters. I think in one of the early Virtua Fighter games, you could unlock a playable like NASCAR car as a fighter, like a fighting game character. So like it was an upright NASCAR vehicle that it's like tires were little hands that would do little punchies. There's like a fighting kangaroo in one of them.
Fight.
Oh, motherfucking, what was that other cool game on the GameCube? Something Beast something. I can't remember what it's called. It was really freaking cool. I think I rented it once. Thought it was really awesome. The fire got his ass. Crap. You could transform. You could transform into like animal creatures. Shadow of the Beast. Maybe that's what it was called. It was like really awesome. I think there was a sequel, but I don't think it ever got any farther than that. But I always thought it was really cool, and it was a cool mechanic. Got the meme weapon for Nightmare. You could like transform into like some kind of beast form, and your attacks would be stronger and that kind of thing. It was a pretty cool game, if I recall. I don't know like how really that good it was compared to other fighting games from the time, but I really liked it back in the day. Newer Virtua Fighter, yes, monthly. Oh, okay, very nice. Still pretty dated though. Yeah, I mean it probably would have been more combo based. So yeah, a little bit more rigid, kind of like Mortal Kombat, where it's more. You can't really like just feel your way around the characters. You have to like learn the characters. So it requires a lot more study, more discipline and such. Great Fairy Sword. That's right. Got to get good. Primal Fury. That was it. That was it, Irasi. Primal Fury. There was one on the GameCube. I think there was a sequel, but I don't know if it came out stateside or if it came out for all platforms. I think Primal Fury was on. Hold on, let me look this up actually. I don't know if it was on all platforms, so I think I rented on the GameCube one time, and I liked it, but I never really followed up on it. I'm curious. I wonder like how cheap a copy that would go. Primal Fury, that's the one. Oh, no, yeah, Bloody Roar. Bloody Roar was the name of the game, then Primal Fury was the subtitle. So Bloody Roar, that was the one. Yeah, that game was awesome. There's Bloody Roar Extreme. Oh, which is the same thing. Oh, it's different titles for the same game. Okay. Bloody Roar Extreme in Japan, and Bloody Roar Primal Fury outside of Japan. It was later ported to Xbox. Okay, so it came out on a lot of platforms. So Bloody Roar games. There was 4 Bloody Roar games. Holy shit. Okay, so I'm way out of the loop then. That's wild. That is absolutely wild. But yeah, I remember liking it a lot. I remember thinking it was really neat, but I never actually owned it, just rented it. Digimon World 4 had some wild unlocks. That's the name in Japan. Oh, okay, that's why it was different then. Interesting, yeah. Let's do a little bit more. I'm getting kind of tired, and of course I have to get up extra early tomorrow because I have a dentist appointment in the morning. Got to be there at, well, the appointment's at 8 a.m., so I got to get there like 7:30, 7:45, so got to get up extra early. Underground Prison. This sounds like a happy place. Utilize wall combos. I shall. I'll do that with a character we've yet to play as today. Let's go with Necrid. I don't use Necrid all that often. Let's use orange mask metal Necrid person. And all those. Oh, here we go. A few more weapons. Art gallery, new costume. With this one. Alron. Sleep is dope. Sleep is dope. Yeah, if you need to get to bed, Jim, I don't blame you, buddy. I know it is getting late, bud. I appreciate your presence, but I know being up late and feeling sleepy is never funsies. Art gallery special. So weapon select. We have several new weapons actually. Likes offense, easy to lose balance. That's not a bad thing necessarily. Morphos. Likes offense, likes defense and defense. Requires energy. Absorbs life, but what else does it do? I can't remember. Let's find out. I'm sure it's not going to be horrible and terrifying. Alex says,
Nightmare.
prophetically.
The fighters face a gruesome quest.
So I gotta go for like big wall and or floor hits. Ouch. Ouch. Good for a grab. It's too strong. Oh god, please. Oh god, please. Like, he perfected me, man. Didn't even touch his ass. I mean, or any part of his body for that matter. Every hour of sleep missed is equivalent to a 7 minutes of life taken from you. Jesus. That is terrifying, because I think of many instances where I've definitely stayed up way too late. She was gonna do something. Oh, but I gotta do for like the smacks against the wall. Oh my god. Ouch. Now, I'll admit, I don't really know Necrid at all. I think I have to, like, have moves that, or use moves that do big knockback so I can smack her into the wall for big dammy dams. But I will have to figure out what those moves are.
Versus Cervantes.
I gotta get good.
Battle. Fight.
Ouch. Oh, he, like, doubled back. There we go. So that was big knockback. But not quite the big knockback like we need. Now he has no problem damaging me. Oh, and I'm losing health. I should switch weapons. Because the weapon I'm using is very much working against me right now. Yeah, if I just don't sleep at all, yeah, what's the worst that could happen? Let's try this one. Losing balance is easier. So we'll find out what losing balance really means, because I really don't know.
Mitsurugi. Final battle. Fight.
Oh, that's cool. If you hold the move down, you get like a little bonus hit. Actually, I bet that would be good knockback. Ouch. There we go. Good knockback. Yeah, big hit. Yeah. Might just be able to kill him with just regular old damage, honestly. Oh, that was cool. A little flippy. Got his ass. What's up, George? Good to see you, bud. Appreciate you stopping in, bud. And lurking even. That's really nice of you, George. I appreciate that, bud. As I'm floundering against these really difficult challenges in this game. This game is good, and I like it a lot, but like the second round of the Weapon Master mode really does get spicy with like the extra tough challenges. Nobody can guard against attacks. What's the worst that could happen? Some cookies? Some midnight cookies? Dude. Sounds wonderful, JD. What kind of cookies, if I can ask? I'm almost scared to know the answer because it's going to make me hungry. And or horny. Or both. Yeah, no guarding. No guarding's allowed. He likes that move a lot, doesn't he? Okay, so you can't guard, but you can guard break, which is good to know. Punch. Ouch. Oh, right, I'm trying to guard when I know I can't. He's not even trying guarding, he knows better. Ouch. Ah, shit, I should have just ran forward. I was asking for trouble. This won't be enough. But it'll make me look cool. Can I knock him out? Oh, I was hoping to ring him out real quick. Chocolate chip with extra chips. Hell yes, dude. And a hydrate. Of course, Warbird. Anything for you, my dude. Yongsan's really cool. He is a cool character. He's so, like, fast and, like, flashy. Just a very flashy and showy character. They removed him in the later games. That's unfortunate. It's kind of it's a shame. It seems like a lot of characters that I thought were fairly iconic never really survived past a certain point. Which is a shame. Because I always assumed Yongsan was like a fairly iconic character for the games. But I really don't know, obviously. This no dodging thing is tough, man. Again, I keep going for the dodge. It's just muscle memory at this point. And the AI knows that dodging doesn't work for this challenge, but just doesn't try it. I need to like disable, I need to like prevent my hand from entering the B or R button range. Yeah, Yoshimitsu, yeah, Yoshi
Maxie.
and miso soup. That's what it is. It's Yoshi when he eats too much miso soup. That's what happens. He turns into a cyborg sword lad. Ouch. Doing so little damage. I guess we're doing little damage to each other, aren't we? My god, Maxie, please. A really good Maxie is so frustrating to play as, especially when you're not allowed to shield. When shielding is illegal. Because I don't know how to, like, get away from him without blocking. And I feel like we're both doing so little damage, but man, he's just dancing around me. I should play as someone else. I'm so awful as Necrid. I'm awful as a lot of characters, but Necrid is a character I frequently struggle with. Try one more time. It's the Dreams version. Oh, that's right. The Dreams games, man. Those were so cool.
Final battle.
Have you streamed since your big marathon, Mr. George? Because that was definitely a project. Ouch. Ouch. The tricky thing about Necrid, that I have at least, is that he has a mixture of a lot of other characters' moves. Like, big people's moves as well as small people's moves. But he himself is a big lad, so it's tricky because, like, he has the hitbox that you'd expect from big boys. But he has to, like, get in close with a lot of his, like, cool combos. Uh-oh, I'm dead. Oh, not quite. Okay, now I'm dead. Yeah, I'm gonna switch out. So it's weird, you have to, like, get in close with this giant hulking hitbox for quick maneuvers that then also enter into big, slower hits. So he's just an odd amalgamation character. I don't dislike him, it's just I struggle as him, though, a lot. Some Red Dead Redemption, nice. Have I not played Este? We played a lot of Keelix. I feel like I've already played Sangmina. Let's go with... Have we played as? Yeah, I think we've played as Cervantes. Let's do some Yongsan, actually. Any new weapons to buy? Same thing. I wonder if I buy a thing, if that'll open up more opportunity. Oh, I should probably actually go up and just buy these more soul edges. Now that I have money. Yeah, weapon select. Here we go. Giant butcher knife was the default. Do I know his moves? I don't really know any character's moves. I think Nightmare and Tellem, I know a few. Like, I know a handful of moves. But I definitely don't, like, know the characters. So I would say I know exactly 0 characters right now. There was a time where I might have known Talon, legitimately. But not very well, but, like, enough to get by. Let's see. That's all I have for Yongsan, really. I should buy more weapons for him. Max defense and offense. I guess we'll just stick with the butcher knife. He's a pretty fast, up-close and personal fighter anyway, so I don't mind the shorter range.
Raphael.
And Raphael is also short range.
All right, let's do the
Final battle. Fight.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. All the stabbies. Yeah, I'm glad that Talem is in the subsequent games as well. That makes me happy. Oh right, I forgot he has a stance. Whip. Oops, wrong button. Oh my god, please, Raphael, please. Taki and Talem. I always feel bad whenever I play Taki, because that's a character that I feel like I should try to figure out, but I just cannot for the life of me, like, figure out her combos or her moves. Because I see the AI will pull out some wild shit, and I can figure out how to do exactly none of them.
Time's up.
So it's always a game of, like, how do I do the cool shit with Taki, and I just cannot figure her out. I enjoy her character, though. Like, I enjoy trying to figure her out, but yeah, it's very challenging for me, unfortunately. It's like, yeah, watching a really good Taki, or Talon for the matter, is, yeah, very flashy and very, like, gymnastic and very fast-paced, which is always cool. Anyway, friends, that is where we're going to call it for the night. Let's actually go up a few screens and see if we can go ahead and buy more soul edges for people. Because I think it's, like, based on the screen that you're on. Or this one, I guess, too. Just buy all the weapons. And realize that each screen has its own shop. Let's go ahead and buy a bunch of stuff. If you want to stick with me just a little bit longer, we're going to find ourselves a raid target, so we can throw some nice folks to another streamer friend, because there's certainly a few people still live at this hour. It's late, but not too late. There's that cool, very ornate weapon that we saw earlier, wielded by Keelik. Modified flail, that's pretty cool, actually. I just like seeing the weapon designs. Even if I never use the weapon, I just think they look cool. I just think they're neat. An early end, yeah, sometimes I go really late, like past 1 a.m. I usually try to go for 4 hours. I actually started at about 8:30 today, but we had to end the stream briefly because I lost internet. So I had to restart OBS. So my internet crapped out for about 5 minutes, which was frustrating. And of course it came back, obviously. We got back to it, but yeah, it's like it unfortunately kind of artificially made the uptime look a little bit lower than it would normally be. Yeah, I'm hoping we can get a few people. Few potential folks for some raid actions. For the next stream, which will be tomorrow, by the way, for tomorrow's stream, we'll do the Forbidden Grounds, which will be a boss battle. It's not the boss battle. Well, actually, hold on. Let me double check that before I overcommit. Is that the boss battle? Rigel, there's also Merrick and Antares. I mean, we're kind of going from left to right, so it might be kind of the boss battle. But there's a lot more that we'll be doing afterwards. We have several other sequences. We have, I think, another extra chapter somewhere off of this screen, maybe. Another one here in Antares as well. There we go. That's the one I was thinking of as like the more or less final battle. So anyway, we have at least one more stream's worth of content remaining on the Weapons Master Mode. I would guess probably like a stream and a half. We probably won't finish this tomorrow, but we'll get pretty close.